entertainment.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the PDXDOPE Blog Podcast. And yes, I'm your host, Mr. Ray Nelson Jr., aka Double R, aka Petty Murphy. And we're back with another one. Today is January 19th, 2024. Go ahead and bring the panel up. We got Mr. Elijah Jackson in the building. All right. And we got Miss Clarice in the building.
Hey, y'all. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And I want to welcome everybody who's joining us on the show. We are broadcasting live on, of course, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So you can check us out on any of those platforms. Give us a like, a share, subscribe. We iced down here in the city of Rosen, or I'll say the city of Frozen. You know what I mean? It's been
Frozen roses.
Yeah, it's been crazy out here. And next up, we got on the set, we got my man, Mr. Marcus Olford in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, hold up, brother. It's colder than the motherfucking you would have shaved your head.
I was just noticing the same thing.
He shaved a little stash up top, everything. Then he shaved his little, you know what I mean? I was just looking at that.
Yeah, well, I try to grow some shit just to keep it warm, but I can't.
Like only certain people can get away with that no face here shit. Like,
listen, check this out.
I agree with you on that one, Elijah.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare shave my mustache, bro.
My mustache is on there. Y'all probably just can't see it. It's just thin.
No, you got. I see what you rocking. Like I said, no homo, but I ain't mad at you. It looks good.
Brother, I appreciate that.
I like that shit one time. I had to cut it real thin, and did
it work for you?
It was disgusting.
It looked like you probably been wearing that look you got for years.
Oh yeah.
You get used to it, and it ain't gonna never look right to you.
Yeah, it ain't gonna look right. You can go shave your head and get all nigga. We gonna look at you like nigga, you got cancer or something.
Oh God, it's so harsh with it. But we'll see. The thing is that I just was letting it grow because I was just being lazy and just was like, fuck it. And so then it was getting kind of crazy. And so my cousin Nate, he lined me up and I was like, oh yeah, my hairline cool. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I could actually grow my shit back if I want to. But then during the winter thing, and I was just like, it was the night before last. And I was sitting at the house, you finally got to work and I'm just sitting here and I'm just looking and I was just like in my office and I was playing the game and then I was kind of looking at myself on the phone, doing my selfie thing. And I was just like, this ain't it. We're not doing it. I woke up in the morning the next day, pull out the, just all gone, shaved up and was like, I said, I don't got time. I don't got time for that.
I can never go back to the number one low cut, clean. I can't do it.
Yeah, well, man, I'm telling you, I feel fresher and I look younger because that other look, man, that was coming in, I was like, yeah, bro, that ain't an attractive look for you, brother. You're gonna have to fall back. You gotta keep yourself shaved up. But enough about me, though, man. He said, oh man, it was looking terrible, bro. Like I was just looking at myself, bro, and I was because I was just gonna let it grow a little bit and then kind of style it a little bit, all that, since I have my hairline. And then it just one day it just hit me, and I was like, oh yeah, that happened. I'm not doing it because it was at that ugly stage, is what I call it, when it just ain't right, but you got to have a lineup in order for it to work. Shout out to Ebony and Pam in the building.
Hey, Ebony and Pam.
What up, Ebony and Pam? Pam and Ebony.
Scooty Mays just woke up in the building. What's happening with you, Scooty?
Oh, nothing.
What
No,
up,
Yolanda
Fred?
had to. Hey, what's up with you? Yolanda had to get off work.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Ivy, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And you probably do. Do you remember all the challenges?
I do.
So I knew you would. So I need to tap in with you because I don't know if you've noticed on my page. I've been bringing in a lot of frat, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you and shake the devil about what just before the pandemic. I ran into this brother in Macy's and I think it was Walnut Creek.
Mm-hmm.
I miserably messed up the challenge. He looked at me like, because I initiated it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to get with you to get back right. So I don't make us look bad.
Yeah. It's all good.
He said he went out there and embarrassed. He's like, he didn't have it together.
Oh, it was embarrassing, right? It was embarrassing. he was colored up, and I was like, oh yeah. And so we went through the motions, and he just kind of looked at me like, nigga, get away from me.
Oh, he said. Oh, so he said you wasn't from it.
Well, like it was all a mental thing.
I understand.
But like I knew what his energy meant, but nobody around probably just saw two brothers, just kind of interacting.
Right.
But yeah, I made my fraternity look bad. That day.
Well, if you gonna wear, like you said, he had on the colors and everything, so that means that he studied. You see what I'm saying? Because
that dude was probably about mid to early 30s. And man, that was damn near 30 years ago.
Yeah, but if you like, for example, let's say you and I was gonna go back down south, right? And I'd be studying. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because,
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because they're gonna be asking you stuff. You know what I'm saying? And shit.
And see, it's a brother that be coming in the store and he'd be lettered up. And I was like, man, that's a beautiful, jacket you got. And it is. It's raw. It's like a military style like jacket, but it's it's alpha. And
right.
Because I fucked up this, I was like, wait, hold on, let me make sure I get my shit right. So when I hit him, well, he already kind of know it's coming. Because he done came in a couple of times, and I'm like, boy, them colors, I tell you. Yeah.
So he got the picture though.
Oh yeah. But
how often do you guys get together, or like it just as the whole fraternity? How often do the organization get together?
You pretty much what? I think it's probably about once a month they probably meet, or if not more. And see, I haven't been financial in years. And that's the thing. I just need to get back financial, and and I want to, because like I said on my just for like what we doing with this, by me being financial, we'll get a lot of that kind of support for both these podcasts, this one and the
football show.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So last but not least, we got the meme king.
Believe it, bro.
So can one of you guys explain to me what financial means? Welcome Renaud Tage to the building.
That nigga name ain't the meme king. That nigga's name is So In Love.
Lover boy.
The lover boy. What's up, bro? You good?
Hey, my people. Hold on, let me put my headphones on.
That's my nigga So In Love right there.
Oh, your internet is tripping? Renaud?
Listen.
I
hear y'all. This nigga glitching like the Matrix.
His shit stay tripping.
He glitching like the Matrix.
Who phone was that?
That was mine.
Oh yeah, that's my waking alarm.
Oh, that's your that's my alarm. That when the show was going on at 9:00, when I would come home, I would take a nap before the show. So that was like to get me up. So I would make sure I didn't oversleep and shit. That's the one, man. I got so many fucking alarms now, bro. It's ridiculous.
I got 3.
I don't like all of that. No, hell no. Fuck that. It's nice and peaceful. I hear that shit. So you wake up with a nice energy instead of all of that anxiety.
That's exactly what it is. It's like I got to go brave the day. Do it once again.
I agree with you on that one.
You know what I'm saying?
How's everybody doing?
You remember the one? Everybody know it.
Oh yeah.
I never had that. I didn't like
You never
that.
used that crazy.
We good. How you?
I've always had music on my alarms, like even on that
You
that
glowing.
thing that you're talking about with that clock radio, whatever. I had it set to the radio station.
You said clock radio?
Yeah, back in the day. Remember the clock radios? And now
Yeah.
on
I
my
thought you
phone,
said,
I got
yeah,
not none of their ringtones.
too.
I got a song I want to hear in the morning, like that. One of the songs that I have downloaded.
I can't sleep to music.
No, I don't sleep to music, but my
I
alarm is a song. It is not none of them alarm tones.
Yeah, mine's is music too. Then
Good
that's
for
like
y'all that all y'all get to use alarms. You know what I'm saying?
all right. So
I'm
check
happy
this
for
out.
y'all.
First of all, let me go ahead and introduce the brother properly. Welcome Renald, Mean King, Tage in the building, aka Lover Boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, Petty Lover. You understand? That's why I guess that's their new handle, nigga. Petty Lover.
Tina Marie and Lionel Richie.
Yeah, Petty Lover. We got Petty Murphy, Petty LaBelle. Everybody gets to be petty.
My boy glowing. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
that's not in love glow.
And he's laughing.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Look at
I got an evil spirit on my house, so yes, I'm glowing. Nigga, I'm about to explode. Yeah.
So what you drinking tonight, man? What are you drinking on tonight, man?
To be honest, bro, I'm smoking on some good herb, man.
Okay.
My vape pen.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro,
So you've been working from home all
my mind. Yeah. I've been working from home, and it's been tragic, the iciness, but they ain't gonna get me in there.
Mhm.
You ain't paying me enough to fuck up my car more than it already is fucked up.
Yeah.
Hey, Scooty, I heard you squirted on yourself a couple of times.
Man.
Pause.
It got tight. It got tight this morning. I'll tell you that. And it was even worse getting home. This coming up my hill, I slid probably about a quarter of the way backwards.
Listen, bro, you're supposed to park at the bottom of the hill.
Hell no.
Yes. And walk on the grass, and you're supposed to have those things on the bottom of your feet.
I had all that. I was just being lazy.
Where are you showing
and
us
didn't feel like putting my chains on.
Because I got those cleats on the bottom of my shoes.
The ice trackers.
I bought them from Amazon.
Yeah, ice trackers.
I got them from Amazon. Yeah.
And they was able to get them to you in time.
But anyway,
he already had.
Oh,
Yeah.
I already had them. Yeah, I already had them.
What you drinking, Ray?
But yeah,
Christian Brothers.
No, some kind.
Oh,
Is that tequila?
Yes.
oh, check this out, y'all.
You got the orange slices?
No orange slices.
No, the best way to drink
what kind of
tequila is
tequila
to
is
do shots with orange slices that have cinnamon.
If
That's
you
interesting.
guys
I got
make
this
note
blue
of this,
agave in it is tequila blanco. Is the name of that. So tequila
listen, if you
blanco. Go ahead,
Jackson
Mama.
Ray. Jackson Ray, remember this. On Fridays, if you go to that liquor store on Sandy,
Don't dirty man, put that bullshit down.
no, okay, we can say that. Okay. All I'm saying
Look,
is, if
Ray
you go
got
in
right
there on Fridays, they give out free liquor.
Where?
They gave me some.
On
Portland
Sandy
vodka.
and what?
On
Then you got
across the corner shop.
the motherfucker underground.
No.
I ain't never seen.
No,
underground,
I know
underground.
what you're talking about. But what I'm asking you, what are they giving you free? A shot or something like that? Because they have
No,
vendors
a
in there.
fifth, bro. I got the bottle somewhere. Just
Oh,
I got,
this nigga lying.
yeah, hold on. I got the bottle. Let me show you.
That nigga's a vet, nigga. He know what he talking about. And ain't no every
I just need to know what I need to do to get it.
that nigga VIP. He got a VIP model. That's what that was. You don't even know it.
Listen,
Sandy,
they were
what?
doing
Sandy in 30 something?
32nd, 34th. You know,
They're right across the street from the old
shop.
cable spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, they giving they was
Paragon.
they was giving
Rogers.
away. Listen, they was giving away Rose City distilled vodka.
Because they was promoting it. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
That
So I got a whole fifth of this.
Okay.
And I told him I had my uncle in the car, and I needed a fifth for him, but he's in a wheelchair, so he couldn't get out. So she gave me 2 bottles.
Is it good?
I haven't opened it yet. I haven't opened.
He's not lying because
Renaud, was your uncle really in the car?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh, he wasn't? You didn't have Roscoe
No.
with you? I thought you had Uncle Roscoe with you or something.
No, that nigga can't get in the car because he has a air tank in.
Air
I
tank?
can't go. Well, because he can't breathe no more. He has
Oxygen. He's got oxygen.
Yeah. Oxygen. Thank you.
This nigga's a fool.
But they were sympathetic to my situation, and it's like, oh sure, do you have anybody else that would love a Rose City distilled vodka? I was like, sure, let's have it, let's go, let's try it out.
You gotta take a picture of yourself with it and put it on your page.
That's because Renaud's friendly.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. All right, so
he's friendly. He's got a friendly face, and so
That's Norm at Cheers.
Right. Yeah, right.
Everybody knows your name.
Well, they know my name at Film.
So anyway, man, this ice thing, man, in Portland, it's going crazy. It's up out here, man. It's been tragic. A lot of people got hurt and killed out here in this due to this weather, and it's not like it doesn't happen every year, but it does. But it just seems like it's been a little more brutal this year.
I busted my ass, Ray.
You fell?
Oh, like the first 2 steps out of my doorway, and it was slick, and I wasn't prepared for that, and I could be dead because I hit the back of my head on the bottom of the step because my feet went up under me, and then my head went. Yeah.
You're hurting my whole body.
So your back gonna be sore tomorrow, boy.
So listen.
You better believe it, Cody.
You fell today?
So listen.
Yeah. First thing in the morning.
Today? Oh, you tripping?
Yeah.
You supposed to already be prepared whenever you step foot out the motherfucking house. Me and Ivy was just talking about this shit today. You don't even have to fall down and get hurt out in the fucking ice.
You can break your wrist, your hip.
No. You don't have to fall down. You could just be sitting out there. You know how you walk in and you creeping, and then you slip, and then you catch your balance like a cat though, but just like woo, and you grab on something but you twist, and then after that,
pull a muscle,
ribs and everything.
Do the splits and man.
No, I'm talking about where you don't even do nothing. Like you just do that quick little, you catch yourself and your body tense up. And you can pull something like that, especially on this shit. If you really try hard, bro, that happened to me. Trying to be cool, nigga. I thought it was bad. I did to get the like on the cartoons where the feet be scrambling. Trying to do that shit. Yeah, it was. I was trying to didn't want to fall out there in front of nobody, bro. Straight up. So you actually can hurt yourself trying to catch yourself, bro.
Hell yeah.
You know what's so cool is we always look around.
That's what I did. I
think. Be like who saw this? Yep.
Well, they're saying that more brutal weather is headed this way.
Yeah.
When? Really?
I know that's what I said too. Like,
yeah, man. Remember, it usually is never like this early. This was just a freak.
I told you motherfuckers a while ago. I said it was hot for so long that this winter finna be fucked up.
And we haven't had really too many bad winters lately, right? Like it's been a minute. Not that we haven't had.
Didn't you get stuck when Jax got stuck in the motherfucker? He got stuck over here.
Hold on. Not that we haven't had something, but we ain't had no week-long thing like this
Right, okay, I hear you.
in a minute is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where, you know, it's really shut things down on a different level.
Shit, if y'all had what we got going on out here, y'all would be shut the fuck down.
Mark, how you? Yeah, I was about to ask you, Mark, how you feel about this? Because I know you in a different climate.
It's not the same shit.
It ain't the same. Look, you motherfuckers ain't had to go out there with a shovel snow, nigga. I had to go shovel snow today, else me and my brother was gonna have a fight.
That's
true, bro. You can't shovel this.
But snow,
you can't shovel 2 to 3 inches of ice.
Yeah,
like,
2 to 3. Shit, try like 3-4 feet of snow.
No.
You can have a heart attack.
Ice, bro. Ice, bro, is the end all be all, bro.
Yeah, the ice but the ice is the worst part. But because it's so still like fluffy, you can still.
Okay, so we didn't get no fluff, bro.
There is no fluff.
What happened was we had the first day was like this freezing. It was like this freezing rain, and so it covered the town in ice, no snow. And so then, I mean, that shit's there, and it's like the temperature got to 16 degrees out here. I mean, and that's what I seen, and I'm sure there's been even lower. You know, and you're talking about, and I know I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell us about Nebraska, but out here in Oregon, nigga, like it was, and then it rained, then it freezing rain came. And it's on top of that shit. It's like, nigga, right now, my yard, bro, it looks like an ice skating rink.
Nigga, it was the wind. You know how many trees got knocked over? The winds was up to 60 miles per hour.
Power lines came. Listen, Mark, check this out. Power line fell down into a family's car, man, and 3 of the people died in that car, were electrocuted to death because it happened. That was my first cousin's first cousin. His kids that happened to, man.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying? This happened I grew up with him.
Happened.
He was because he's one of my good friends from when I was childhood friends, let me say. But he's my cousin, my first cousin on his dad's side. You get what I'm saying? And so his daughter, his 21-year-old daughter, his 15-year-old son, and the baby father. It was a baby, but the baby lived.
And she was pregnant.
And she was 6 months pregnant.
Oh God. I didn't know she was pregnant.
So they fell and slipped into the power line. And
see, that's the difference.
Because it was live. It was live. Like, it's wet, it's icy.
They slipped.
Power line was live, and so
the car was on fire. You know, you're going to react. You know, you want to get out the car. And so when they got
I heard Jax is the one who told me about the story first, right? So you hear the story.
But that's the difference. Like, we got snow, and snow, it is a little slick, but that ice is like, you know, you on glass, so you're gonna slide every which way.
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me shit.
You see his video today?
But here's the other thing that I found out from living out here. I bet you most people in Portland using front wheel drive cars, and that's a big no-no in the ice and the snow.
A lot of us have 4-wheel drive because of the mountains and the terrain. Like, I have 4-wheel.
I thought front wheel drive was the best, Mark.
No, hell no. Well, I can take you for a ride right now with the snow on the ground and show you that.
No, listen, Ray has a rear wheel drive. He can't go nowhere. I got a front wheel drive.
Nigga, I just went to work the last 2 days. What you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in my experience, rear wheel drive is not the business.
No, it's not. No, you're absolutely right. Because I got stuck out there a couple of times, like where I had to maneuver.
And to be clear, he was able to go to work because he was going on the freeway, the main roads. You hit some of these.
Right. Like I said,
tell him, Jack.
Right now and start filming, and you'll be like, "What? They got front wheel drives, and look at them spinning."
I got all-wheel drive.
Yeah, you got it. Like, we got both the trucks.
You got a Subaru.
Just for telling Ivy that today, I won the fucking truck. I'm going to keep my car, but
when it comes to ice, man, you got to have chains or studded tires.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck when it comes to ice. Nothing can stop ice, nigga.
No, you got chains. You'll be all right.
Ice is kind of, I think, is worse.
Yeah, nigga, that ice is undefeated.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
I almost found out twice.
Man, listen, bro.
It's real.
Did you start on yourself?
No, I was my butt puckered this morning because I just seen my truck ready to hit the tree in slow motion.
I saw that.
It was going slow enough to where.
Were you worried about your truck or yourself?
No, I was worried about my truck. and it hit the curb and bounced back. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I don't fucking be like, oh, I survived in the ice. Yeah, people don't survive headshots too. But what's the likelihood of it? You know what I'm saying?
I just didn't want to drive around with my truck. Fuck that.
What did E40 say? I see niggas got shot in the head and lived. I got shit niggas that shot in the leg and died.
Like gunshot wound to the head.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like that's the like, you know, because just because you did something and was able to do it, that don't mean keep doing that shit.
Right. That part.
You're supposed to learn from that if you are able to ever get out of a situation like that with your faculties together.
Right.
You know. I mean,
I
and
like
if you
the
don't,
banner at the bottom.
And you know, and if y'all remember to like, share, and subscribe to the PDXDOPE Live podcast, where we give it to you raw.
Which reminds me, let me do that right now.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Right now we're talking about that weather.
That's
raw, uncut, raw and uncut.
That sounds nasty.
So listen, I gotta find that donut gift that I have.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
The donut splash.
That was nasty, bro.
It's just glazed. You gotta act like y'all don't eat glazed donuts, nigga. What you talking about?
You fucked it up. Just by
the glazed donut don't look like that when we're eating it.
Yeah, so now when you say that,
listen, so Mark, you gotta see.
Ladies
Mark,
and gentlemen, the master of ceremonies is out of control.
So listen, if you are in the chat, bro. So I don't know what it is, but I'll be putting these gifts in there whenever we talking about something crazy. So I'll put that in there.
Mark probably be like, here they go. I'm not fooling with them.
The last time I ate a glazed donut, my whole face.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I
don't even want to imagine that. That's just.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite donut?
Mine was glazed until y'all niggas started talking.
No, not y'all. Ray.
Listen, it's the glaze. This is how you do it, Scooty. Once you get that glaze on your face right here,
the filling.
Nah.
Yep. Listen.
No.
Listen to me.
So you like it way it busts in your mouth?
Oh my God! See,
listen to me.
Crazy.
You going left.
Turn your oven to 400, and then go put your face right there in the opening of it, and let that shit just crust up, right? It's like a mask, and then you just and you switch your face.
Bro, that's all the way nasty.
And you can just get that glazed crust off your face.
What this got explained? That sounded so.
Only Ronald knows.
Like, why?
Okay.
I'm trying to walk y'all through the process, but anyway, we're gonna skip on that and get to you with the next subject.
No, we're on the same subject. So more brutal winter weather is on the way after deadly storms and cold. So yeah, really. Winter storms will hit both coasts before another brutal surge of cold air envelops the central and eastern U.S. by the weekend. At least 45 people across 9 states have died since last week after the coldest air of winter and multiple storms brought snow and ice to much of the United States. Oregon has been particularly hit hard. Back-to-back ice storms brought down trees and power lines in the state since Saturday. Now, a third storm is impacting the area. At least 10 people have died in the Portland, Oregon area since Friday from the storms and cold. 3 people died in Portland Wednesday after a tree branch took down a live power line that fell onto their vehicle. Portland fire officials said the lives were killed, or said the live wire killed them after they exited their SUV. When the feet of the individuals touched the ground and their bodies were touching the car, they became part of the active electrical current, which resulted in their deaths, Portland Fire said. Okay. And he says a Good Samaritan rescued
That's what exactly Scooty said.
Yeah.
Good Samaritan.
You're right. No, I was letting them talk. But a Good Samaritan rescued an unharmed baby from the street. The Samaritan grabbed the baby off one of the adults lying in the streets for the safety of the child. Portland Fire said the ice storms responsible departed the northwest late Wednesday, with the next storm quick on its heels Thursday morning. Freezing rain once again spread over the lower elevations of Washington and Oregon Thursday, with heavy snow in portions of the Cascades. Ice will continue to build across the hard hit northwest as the freezing rains pound the area into Friday. Additional ice may weigh down the tree limbs, making them more prone to snapping and damaging power lines. More than 45,000 homes and businesses in Washington and Oregon were still without power early Thursday morning because of the previous storms. My power went out the other day too as well. I was down for about 30 minutes, but they was quick on the draw and fixed it though. So you just got to make sure you're prepared and you got food in your house and you can cook, and hope to God that you don't lose power. But if you do, you better have you some candles.
Yeah, shit, but a week's worth though?
You say what?
A week's worth is crazy.
It do seem crazy.
You got candles, man.
No, I got it. I'm just saying, like, just you know what I'm saying, like, just putting it in perspective of how long they had to be without power and shit, and it's cold, and bro, it's 16 degrees, bro. With especially, mind you, some people probably had like newborn kids and shit like that.
Right.
Like, bro, that's treacherous.
Can we
Y'all
address
better,
the issues
y'all
of
better
utility?
bundle up and sleep together.
Forget the people that came here and settled these lands, they went through all that shit. And so, you know, like these people, I mean, you know, it's just, yeah, I'm just saying they'll be okay. You know, I mean, but some people are not, you know how life goes.
And I totally agree with you. But I mean, just to play devil's advocate, they were also conditioned. You know what I'm saying? Too. You know what I'm saying? These people,
because those were the times, right?
Yeah.
They just didn't have electricity anyway.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, is it that, or is it preparedness? So I mean, how prepared are you too? You know, we have to all ask.
This combination of both. I mean, I get what you're saying.
No, because I'm saying we don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, conditioned to live in a certain environment. But if we were kind of educated about doing those things, and I think we are to a certain degree, but not as much as we probably should be, and had canned food and candles and shit for situations like that, we think that it ain't gonna never happen, or when it does, we get a little bit of something. But like Clara said, this shit been like a shutdown thing. But I think preparedness, though, definitely is a key in that. And yeah,
and I tell everybody, keep you I mean, I know everybody like that wood fire and all that shit, but keep you a propane grill. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a little small one, you know what I'm saying? And at least food-wise, you in the game.
you know, that's why I also feel like, you know, people that are building homes, like, there should be alternative heat options in there, right? So whether you're building fireplaces or building homes with have wood stoves in them, but, you know, creating that space for people to make sure that even if their power goes out, they can still be warm.
Claire, that is an awesome statement and idea, because like you said, the developers should.
Homes used to be built that way, right?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like, my house is actually set up to have a wood stove. I had it pulled when I bought it because it wasn't up to code. So this whole thing reminded me that, like, oh yeah, that was on my to-do list, was to get a wood stove that was up to code, get everything ready so that it was there. It actually makes the house look nicer. But for that very reason, I have a whole shitload of actually wood here that I'm already ready to use. I just don't have it to use on. But like, if people have a fireplace, if people have a working fireplace or a wood stove, like, even if the power goes out, you're warm.
You know what, Claire, you make a good point. I just remember my grandparents, they had not only a fireplace and a wood stove, and and I remember that because I was a little tight, knee-high to a grasshopper, like in the late 70s, maybe mid 70s, and the power went out, like a situation like this, and we all sat around the fireplace. The lights was out, but you know what? We had that fucking that cast iron kettle to boil water, to cook food, and then a cast iron skillet to put on the wood stove with fire. Grandpa had he had a core of wood on the side of the house, and food, and we had candles.
You almost need a generator now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like
the generator is also not a bad. I mean, like, that's not a bad option. That's also on my to-buy list.
The house phone is dead. So, you know what I'm saying? If you go for a week without power, and say you got little small children, and you have an emergency, if you ain't got no phone power, how do you even get out and let people, you know, have you can't dial 911 even
If your phone's dead.
There's a thing called radios, you know what I'm saying, and you know that kind of thing. Them CBs and stuff like that. Those things are still operational.
Hey,
The ham radios.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but back in the
Shout
day,
out to High Life. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for joining us.
if you had a landline, you could still call. Am I not right? Am I wrong?
Who has a landline? That's what I'm saying. The home phone is dead. That's
Yeah.
These kids don't even know what the fuck a home is.
I have two landlines.
If you got a CB radio, you got to probably want to have that, some sort of radio.
Yeah, I got a landline.
I've got two landlines.
And if those phone lines go down on the ice, those is going to be them to the first to go unless it's optic. So, you know, that most certainly can be compromised at any time. That's what I'm saying. Radio is going to be your best movement. To have that beats the phones, that beats the landlines, you know, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit go right. You know,
don't you have those as well?
Say what? No, they have some radios, bro, where you can. They got actually a survival kit radio that has like a light on it and all that shit, and you power the motherfucker up, you wind it, you know what I mean, and it generates power or whatever, and you can radio signals and stuff like that to get messages or whatever in emergency situations. But yeah, true enough though. For you're gonna have to have some sort of batteries. You know, that's part of the movement too.
Sometimes I'm like,
wait, I think we all read it.
What happened?
We all read it at the same time. Sometimes I like to get naked and go into the garden and cover myself with mud and pretend I'm a carrot. I love that.
Oh,
please don't give Ronald ideas.
This is crazy. High Life. He's smoking.
But I want to talk about this though, because with this weather, so PGE just raised their rates. How much, Jack?
17%.
And I'm pretty sure that Northwest Natural just raised their rates a few months ago, right? So now it's right in the core of winter. Everybody's electrical bill and gas bills are going to be astronomical because it's already the highest time of the year where it's already, higher because it's cold. This is going to be out of the world. And I feel like there should be a thing where we don't have to pay full rate for this. Like,
relief, yes,
we should already have $100 knocked off of this. Period. Point blank.
We're gonna be paying on the installment plan.
Absolutely. Oh, and I gotta take a call. Put me in the back.
All right.
We need to subsidize some type of subsidized grant to alleviate or to cover the additional costs that they're raising. Because I have Northwest Natural Gas and PGE, and they both are going up. So that means PGE unplug anything that don't need to be plugged in. If I know you got to have your TV plugged in all the time, but that's fine. Like your microwave, unplug that. Your toaster, unplug that. Your coffee maker, unplug that. How much
money are you really gonna save by doing that, though?
A lot, bro.
You ain't the evidence ain't out there just yet, bro. So hold on.
Your cell phone chargers. That's ready power. That's ready power. Unplug that shit.
What do you say in the grand scheme of things? Like,
do you look at your bill, bro? Ever?
Every day.
No, you don't. Month, so listen. There's a thing where you can look at your bill and it'll show you like how much you're using of those things. So things that are always plugged up, it points all of those things out. You're not paying. I mean, 17. So you take 17%, you add on to whatever that number is, and tell me how high that number is just regularly off a bill. It ain't that much money, bro. So you're gonna do all that. Hold on. You're gonna do all that extra shit just for that portion of the bill, because it's not high.
If you're very frugal with your money, like you and I are, those things.
I'm not unplugging my shit though, bro. I'm not doing it. No, I will just. I just make sure to turn the lights off and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not doing that. That's too. I mean, makes me gotta do some extra shit.
You know what?
You ain't doing it either, nigga. You were just
I'm not doing
shit.
what I preach. Yeah, I know. I'm not doing
No,
what
you're
I
not
preach.
gonna do it. You're gonna unplug.
I'm telling
You're
them
gonna
the
plug the
math is-
microwave, nigga. You look at the microwave to tell the time sometimes.
But you know what? I honestly do unplug my microwave and my air
Do you?
fryer. I don't keep that shit plugged in. Yeah, I
Okay,
don't.
so
keep it
you
plugged
got
in.
OCD too, though. So that's extra.
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
That's cool though. That's cool. If it works, man, I would like to see what your results are on that. So do you guys know there was a Florida man who accidentally left his phone in a Walmart bathroom and then the stranger used it to call in a bomb threat?
Wow.
That's some Walmart shit right there.
Yeah, man, be careful out there.
You know
man.
what? That is funny and that is hilarious.
Hold on, man.
Now it's the dude who's going to be accused of that because he's the owner of the phone.
Right. So hold on, let me play this video real quick.
Why I keep reading this? Sometimes I get naked and go to the garden and cover myself.
Yeah, whoever that highlight person is, they tripping.
Oh shit.
They was looking for some attention, so there you go.
A Florida man was
got it.
arrested after authorities said he used a phone he found in a Walmart bathroom stall to call in a fake bomb threat and later admitted he was inspired to make a threat from TikTok. It happened Friday and resulted in the arrest of Cody J. Clements, age 28, of Northport. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office said Clements called in a false report of planting a bomb at a neighborhood Walmart near Port Charlotte, an unincorporated community about 37 miles from Fort Myers. Sheriff Bill Prummel said, quote, "Threats of any kind will not be tolerated in Charlotte County, and for this individual, I believe he learned that lesson promptly. Thankfully, there was no actual threat to the public, and I want to commend the quick responses of my dispatchers as well as the deputies in ensuring the safety of the scene and in locating this suspect."
Oh my God. I don't even know what's wrong with people, man.
Man.
Well, we live in a world, man. Don't even try to figure it out. It's just some crazy motherfuckers out here.
Just let it go.
You try to wrap your head around it. Like I remember being a teenager and we would do some stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when I think back to it, I'm like, bro, you could have fucked up a lot of your life with. Man, we did runouts.
Yep.
Knockout missions.
Yeah.
Why would you do that, Mark?
We were stupid and bored. Stupid, man.
So you just ran up and knocked the nigga out, or a bitch?
It would be, hey, you got the time, sir?
Oh my God!
Oh wow.
Yeah. I know cats in Portland, that was a big thing. They used to go and do that shit, man. I was like, I never went out and did that.
So what would prompt us would be when the police would sort of harass, or you would get the little issue with the white person. That's what actually triggered it.
Okay.
Yeah, they were doing the same thing out here. You know what I'm saying? They was targeting white people.
The other side of it was you go to the white neighborhood and break windows.
Well,
I almost lost my scholarship.
Get out of that situation.
Oh yeah. Here's one for you. I almost lost my scholarship my freshman year. The run out. We did a run out, and
Damn.
my baby's mama was driving getaway, and we was getting chased. And literally we stopped because the under was chasing us in a Porsche. Never forget this shit. We switched and then we ran all the way back. Like I was like, God bless me to make the right turns because the cops, you hear the cops coming, like they coming. And I made the right turn in this alley, which put me right where my sister's house was. We hopped the fence and got away. And as we hopped the fence and got away and got into the apartment, 8-9 cops just zooming through the apartment complex trying to find us. And that was at spring break my freshman year at Oregon State.
So listen, check this out. We did one of them, and we were over at Oaks Park skating. We went July. We was like 13, 14 deep, and we went to 7-Eleven. All of us. I think my brother was there. We had just cleaned out the house. Don was there. All And so that son was riding in the back of the truck. We pull up, we go inside, right? So I'm at the thing, right? Getting my food. Eugene was with us. I'm ordering. I'm not ordering, but I'm buying some candy or some bullshit or whatever. And so then when
incriminating everybody.
So then it don't matter. This shit happened 30 years ago. So listen. So then, and I ain't said no last names. The names are protected. Hold on. So then I'm sitting there purchasing my shit, right? And the motherfucker rang my shit up and it said $74. Nigga. I said, what? I said, wait a minute. I said, I'm buying this right here. And then he told this white lady that was in line, he said, here, hold the phone. Because they was taking, beer and all this shit out, bro. Hopped in the truck. And so Terrence was there too. So I'm running out. I'm like, fuck y'all, I dips. You know what I'm saying? I runs out. And they already took off. And so I'm running they rolled the truck down the block. And so I ran to the truck or whatever. And Terrence was like, come back. They're not going to do anything to us. So I'm like, I'm not fucking around. I got up out of there, man.
So there you have it. We were idiots.
Yeah, that was some stupid shit right there. But I didn't do. I just reacted right because I didn't steal nothing. I just was in there with these niggas. We all together. So of course I'm black. I'll see how I use that race card. But anyway, so then I'm buying my shit, and the dude charged me for the shit. It was like $74, and then the the store dude tried to chase the truck. It was hilarious, bro.
So you was with a family full of felons.
Yeah, we was on some bullshit, and we had a party at the house.
You need all family members: Don, Terrence, who else? Jason.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Young Rand was there.
Oh,
shit.
The whole crew.
The crew, man, we was deep, bro. Kwame, it was.
Oh shit! What year was this?
This was like Jesus, man, like 92.
Oh, that was right after we graduated.
Yeah, like 92, 92, 93-ish, around that time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was wilding out. So yeah, Mark.
Pac had his first album out. So y'all was listening to that shit. Call.
Yeah, Juice came out and the nigga ended up getting shot that summer. I was just like, God damn, I played for my brother. He watched it over and over and over. I was like, this nigga's crazy. Hold on, bro. When my brother, when Colors came out, the movie Colors came out, right? And so, we went to see it. My Uncle James took us to see it at the Coin Tower. We went to see it. And, it was amazing. It was fascinating. Everything, it was just crazy. So I played AAU basketball. I had this red sweatsuit, and anyway, I had the red jacket. My brother, he took my jacket. He stole it right from me or whatever, and he wrote the whole rap to Colors on the back of it.
Wow.
He wrote all the lyrics to the song. I am a nightmare walking like the past king of my jungle, just a gangster, start living life. I'm talking about he wrote the whole shit, and I fought him because he wrote it on my fucking jacket. Nigga, I was like, this is my shit.
Man, he was bored out of his fucking mind.
No,
let me ask you this:
fascinating with that shit.
When y'all went to see the movie, was y'all in separate theaters? Because they played it in two different theaters. Like, cause like when I went to see the first Boys, it was the Boys in the Hood, or it was Colors. I was in the theater down there at Coin, and all the Bloods was in one theater, and all the Crips was on the other side.
It wasn't none of them around.
It was a sprinkle of this and that.
That wasn't even real, nah, bro, because it was extra light out here when it came to that shit, bro. Especially when
it was, but
we was in fucking middle school, bro. The gangs and shit really started popping over here, bro. We was in high school, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't then. That was the cusp of
what it was like 80. It was like, wasn't it 88, 87, 89?
No.
Yeah. Like
what, Colors? Colors?
Yeah, Colors. Yeah.
Hold on, man. Let me look, bro.
Because we had just moved to California.
Maybe it was 91 when we got out of high school. No, what? It was 89, 90.
No. It was 80, 87, 88, because we had just moved to Sacramento, And that was
88.
at the height of that shit.
There you
88.
go.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
And
I don't remember having no. There was not at the thing though. I don't remember that.
Well,
But 88.
I remember because I was with Keith and
Mhm.
and a nigga got shot at the one in Sacramento.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, man. They have
He's
some-
still around now, and he's still the man.
I just
Big old
remember.
ass gangster nigga.
Yeah.
What you got on my beer, homie?
Shit, boy, it's I ain't gonna say too much. He might have little cousins or somebody watching this shit. Because motherfuckers in Sacramento, that if they watch, they know exactly who I'm talking about. That shit.
Well, we had a Sacramento OG on last week who I was talking to.
Right. You see what I'm exactly? See what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I bet you he know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he used to be with this. He used to be in the mix, all that.
Yeah, that nigga got shot, and it was like, damn. But he survived. But you know, like I said, around that time, bro, yeah, I wasn't going to see like Boys in the Hood. I saw that shit on VHS. I was not doing the gang anything public with the gang shit. I wasn't like rap concerts, nigga. Well, I'm not going to that shit.
Damn.
Hell no. I went to MC Hammer's concert was the first concert I went as far as a rap concert.
So they got the picture of the girl of Ronald's daughter on here.
So you trying to tell me if you was around when Ray had his shows at the you wasn't coming?
Nigga asked this nigga. Hell, he said there tell you because the nigga just had to get with him. I was like, hey, bro. Hey,
Nigga,
and then that
pull up in the green. I used to bring Stevie Ray and Kenny Mac and all them to the show on down there in downtown, and we used to park and pull up, and nigga, it was this.
Is that Green Cutlass?
Yep.
Yeah,
No, the Monte Carlo.
The Monte Sneak. Yeah. Hey, listen, bro. So this is what happened actually when that situation with the electrical wire. So, and this is my condolences to the Briggs family because our families are real tight. So Ronald Briggs recounted that his daughter, her partner, and their grandson have visited the home after their Wi-Fi stopped working during the recent ice storm. As they departed from his house, Ronald and his wife also got into their vehicle to head to a store when they heard a loud noise. Describing the incident, Ronald Briggs said, "We heard a loud boom, and my wife's like, oh my God, their car is on fire." After the power line fell on top of their red SUV near Northeast Siskiyou Street and Northeast 122nd Avenue, everyone jumped outside on the ice, KGW reported. They were walking up the hill, and as they slid back down, Ronald Briggs said, "My daughter tried to grab her boyfriend, her baby's dad, with the baby, and his foot touched the wire. Teron Briggs urged his father not to approach the scene, ran out to assist the couple. Despite the warning, he touched the water, resulting in his death. Teron Briggs was described as a sophomore football player at Milwaukee High School. Ronald Briggs' grandson miraculously survived the ordeal, laying on top of his father, Nash."
Damn.
Yeah, the boy, he came out and heard the commotion. He ran out, slipped like I did. First slip out the front of the door, and then he slid down right into the line of the path of fire. Or the electrical
so it says
wire.
here, it's like it's kind of weird because it says here that they died as electricity passed through the car, past the car, them and into the ground, where their feet touched.
That was because that was the initial reports that the officer got, which wasn't correct. That's why when he did the public announcement or whatever, he was saying, I gave you guys wrong information. Here's what actually happened.
When they fell and they slid in and all that.
It fell and slid into the water with the line, the live line.
Damn.
Yeah, that was.
He was saying that's a possibility that can happen with the car being charged or whatever, but that's not what happened in this case.
Right, and if they hadn't touched the ground, then they wouldn't have been grounded. That's so terrible, bro. That's fucking terrible.
Hey, Scooter, you was telling, you was asking your wife, how do you, does she know how to get out of a car in that situation? I think it's kind of hard to get out of a sedan like my car, but if you have a truck or SUV, you can probably jump out and not touch the car and land both feet on the ground easier than from a passenger car, if you will.
Yeah, that's what they. Yeah, no, you're right. That's what they say, but the fact that that situation that they experienced was different, but
way different.
Right, but I asked my wife. I said, so let's just say power line fell on the car and the car was on fire and we had to get out. What would you do? And she was like, she hopped out 1 foot. I said, dead. And then she did it again. I said you got killed 3 times. And I said, I explained it to her, and I said, nobody taught you that? And she was like, nah. So depending on what school you went to, there's certain life shit that you just didn't get.
So explain it for the people that's watching.
So what you're supposed to do if you have to get out, and like Renal said, it's easier. You have, SUV or a lifted vehicle or whatever, but you have to have both feet together, and if you place it on the ground and you just hop as far as you can until you can't hop no more with both feet touching the ground without touching anything metal. That's
another
perfect scenario.
The car was on fire, though.
Yeah, the tires was on fire. You have to continue hopping.
Right.
Well, if the car wasn't on fire, it was a little, because the girl that saved the baby said it was a little fire under the car or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was just the fact that they saw fire. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so natural reaction is, hey, I see fire.
So basically, what you're saying is that they stayed in the car.
We probably all would have been a victim if we would have been in that situation. Because
it's hard to say, man, because I don't want to judge
the branch,
because that's such a freak accident.
Right.
It can happen to anybody, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like as he explains it, it's just you don't know all the information, but we know some of it, and it's just like you said, man, Ronald, you don't know what we're gonna do, right?
Right.
Exactly.
If that.
You got a branch that come down and go through the windshield of your vehicle. The car is on fire. You want to get your family out. You're not really thinking. So
you're just trying to get out
with one. Yeah. So you're trying to get out, and you step 1 foot down. You're still touching the car. It's a wrap.
That's just fucked up, bro. That's
and he had his infant child in there. Holding on.
And you said he's seen it. He watched it.
Right.
Him
and his wife. They were getting in their car, getting ready to go to the store, and
the branch fell that brought down the line.
Yep.
Electrocuted the car. The tires or the underneath the car caught on fire. We got to get out of here. And then you jump out, and bam. And then actually, from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, they got a little away from the car, but they slipped and fell into the line of fire. Yeah. Because like I said, I came on my driveway, 2 steps. I'm like I didn't hurt my tailbone. Like you said, I'm gonna be hurt tomorrow, Scooty. So you can bust your head open, your wrist, your hip.
Imagine you slip and fall on the back of your head and die like that.
Exactly. I know it's reports of people that's done that.
Nigga, I'm just gonna get off the podcast and go to sleep, nigga, because my anxiety is all the way through the roof right now. Jesus Christ,
listen, you can die shoveling the front of your house, to make, because you post that as a homeowner, you supposed to shovel.
I ain't shoveling shit.
House. I didn't do it either, but listen, I see my neighbors do it.
No, that's why I've been out with the shovel and the motherfucking plow, because
you can bring your ass over to my house, because I ain't shoveling shit.
How much money you got?
If your heart is not strong enough, Mark,
I ain't doing it, bro.
it's been reports of
It's
elderly
easy
people.
when it's snow, right?
Yeah,
but when it's ice, bro, you be out there an hour and you only covered fucking 5 square feet.
You got to
It's
get like a proper. You got to get like a torch, a propane torch.
Well, Mark had the proper tools because he had like a snow plower, right, or a blower or whatever.
Yeah, he was cheating.
But if the nigga was just doing it with a snow shovel, and then you know he wasn't in shape like myself, nigga can find himself dead on the ground, and then your wife come outside.
You ain't lying, bro.
Your
Shit.
wife come outside like, oh, this nigga's been out here for like an hour or two, and then you know, and then she finally come outside, you on the side of the sidewalk, and had a heart attack and passed out.
Fucking popsicle. What you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. Yeah,
Hey,
no, I don't shovel nothing, man.
You can be held liable
As a
if somebody
homeowner-
outside your house slip.
You know what?
Yep,
Your
as
ass
a
belong in the goddamn house, not walking on my goddamn sidewalk. Get your bitch ass back in the house. That's what I say. You know goddamn well you ain't supposed to be out here.
Bro, I'm with you, but listen, as a homeowner, you supposed to shovel left and right.
Man,
what you could do is to put a sign out there that says dangerous path, do not walk across. And that's as deep as it can go. Like, motherfucker, if you fall, you've been warned. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
Hey, because you gotta be careful when you walk in, because remember, shit is thawing out, so you got that ice falling off them trees. Right. You know, you get a icicle, bust your ass upside the goddamn head.
Listen,
that's dangerous.
I have a bald head,
man.
And when the ice was melting, Scooty, off the power line, the ice was this thick, but it popped on my head when it fell off the power line, and it kind of like
when I was in New York, and I was there during a snowstorm, right? So after the storm and all, like what you're talking about, Renal, big ass fucking icicles and shit. So walking through fucking, down in Manhattan and shit, bro, and through Harlem, bro, and you see these big ass chunks of fucking ice on the building, nigga, and I'm looking up at this shit, and I'm like, fuck. And then you like across the street, one of them would drop.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking at this shit like, oh my fucking God. I said, one of these motherfuckers hit me, I'm gonna die. Like, for real, bro. It was spooky as fuck. Spooky as fuck, bro.
Imagine, you know how, like you said, out the power lines, and they form like a spear, a sharp, and then that shit like get loose off the line and drop on you.
But no, this is even chunks though, bro. Like a big ass fucking chunk.
A block of ice on your back.
Bam.
Knock your ass out.
Man,
unexpected.
Listen, it kill your motherfucking ass how big that shit was, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, it's real. That's why I always
put me in the bubble, nigga. I don't even want to go outside no more, nigga. Shit.
We just gonna call you the Ray the Hermit.
Man, listen.
Stay inside.
Man, listen, man. I can't believe, after thinking about all this shit, man, I just can't even think about it, man. I've been going to work and shit because there was a couple winters ago, man. This truck, man, on the 205 bridge.
No.
Yeah, bridges are worse than
what is that? The Glen Jackson Bridge, right? So it was the ice storm, the one we got stuck in, Ivy. That's that one time.
Yeah.
And so this truck or car, whatever it was, guy traveling in the car, got caught, slid on some ice. And
snow, I know what you're talking about.
Went over into the Columbia River.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yep, they sued they went after the city because the
barriers wasn't there. Yeah.
No. The berm was too high. The drift was too high.
Right.
Oh, and they slid up it.
Yeah, it sent him airborne into the goddamn river.
Right.
His
that was cold water too. How about that?
Can I help your anxiety, right?
No, not at all. But I'm pointing
No,
out that
I'm saying I can help it.
what's that?
Well, here's the deal.
Oh, you
There is
tripping.
no death. You just get a new body. As soon as that body expires and you supposed to die, you get a new body. There you go. You heard it first.
But
You
I'm not
tripping.
going to be cognitive or conscious of it. It's just going.
You will not be cognitive. All you will know is you just you in your new body and new family, and you are reincarnated.
Well, those are books they kept out of the Bible, I heard. But anyway, yeah, enough of that shit, man. I need my medicine. Louise.
Hey, the Bible tells you there is no such, and it's like, wait a minute, why y'all keep saying that? Because why? They
said that. No, they said. Well, at least I heard or read that that actually reincarnation was something that was talked about, and it was something that was removed from the Bible.
Yeah, because they look. So think about it, and especially black people. First of all, the scripture tells you, and if you read and actually understand it from this perspective, and that Jesus tells you that God is within you. And when you understand that God is within you, that's your consciousness. It tells you that that's the all-powerful, all this, all that, and when you think about it,
right? The black man God, yo.
Well, hold up. Your consciousness is what allows you to even believe that. And if you believe in death, then how can you believe in God if you're dead? You see what I'm saying? And if that might not be the best, but that's what I'm on. I don't believe in necessarily, this whole heaven and hell. Heaven and hell is within, and that's when you're living. You dealing with either heaven or you're dealing with hell. But at the end of the day, for what the scripture says, man, I mean, there is no death, which means that your spirit or consciousness just is transferred to the next body, and that's the reason why you don't remember being Ray or who you were another life ago. But when you have a dream, you do visit with people that you knew from somewhere that you can't even fathom. But when you wake up, you're like,
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
So it's like dimensions, you mean, like type?
Oh, well, you can. I would add that onto it too, because if you have a consciousness of dimensions, they exist. They didn't just come out of nowhere.
Mark, you ain't on the mushrooms, are you?
What's that? No.
Nah, keep kicking, man. Spit that shit, bro.
No,
Because I'm real shit. I've heard. I know you are.
No. The one thing that I've always been on all my life is a spiritual quest, if you will, and trying to make sense out of things.
Well, Mark, you need to be, because didn't you pass away and then came back to life?
Yeah, having open heart surgery.
Do you remember anything? Or did they just tell you this happened?
No. I remember, the only thing I remember about open heart surgery is I was in the room and I couldn't. It was like I was on the edge of the operating room, and where I was a fog, and I couldn't see myself. I vividly remember that.
You couldn't. You said you could not see yourself.
I couldn't. So I was in the operating room, and where I was.
Were you looking above and looking in at yourself?
I was on the edge of the room, walking around trying to see what was going on, but I couldn't see where I was.
Okay.
That was my experience. But
you know what? I believe you, bro.
But I mean, even before in that, like I've just had some moments where I questioned things and got an answer. Just let me just say it that way, and got answers straight away. And then even now, as I've gotten older, I've questioned things and almost like instantly from a book, from a something, it just comes right straight away. Like, hey, here it is.
You have an understanding of it, is what you mean?
Or have an answer. So, like, for example, one of the things I used to always question is God. Like, who the fuck are you? And are you for real? Because all of this shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
And like one instance in Oregon, right in Portland, I was doing sales. I couldn't find this one account. And then all of a sudden, this one day, I found that account. And so I go in to do my little sales, and the dude closed the door and locked it. and was like, and I'm sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna have to whoop this white man's ass.
Mm-mm.
And that motherfucker was like, no, because he can feel my tension. And he was like, no, you're in a safe spot, Mark, because God sent you here to talk to me. The night before, I was on the fence.
Wait a minute. Whoa. He said he locked the door?
He literally, I came in my little shit.
You sure that wasn't PD Jakes?
And right behind me, that motherfucker came behind me as I was sitting down and locked that door. And he was like, don't be, afraid or nothing like that. God sent you here to talk to me. I mean, to talk to me.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Because
I thought
you cried
he
out,
shut the door on you.
Yeah, man. And there's some shit happened at Oregon State. But at the end of my point is, I've always been on that track, if you will. And just even in the problem say about the last 10 years, the things that have come into my life or came across my life have led me to finally believe that, okay, yeah, there is a God. There definitely is a God. But it seems like part of Christianity has blinded us to who we really are, especially Black people. Because if we continue to believe that there's a God outside of us, we'll never reach our potential.
That's deep.
Well, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in nothing.
You just here for a good time, not a long time.
You here for the ride?
Shit. Yeah, crazy.
Man, I don't know. I'm just like, as hard as life is, I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, stay there. Think about how the trees grow. The trees need both sunshine and rain. And let's just say the rain is the toughness that they endure, but they still grow.
Right.
And that's where we get our challenges all fucked up because we thinking it's a bad thing, but those are just the friction that fosters growth.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
Right.
And that's why they tell you got it's not what happens to you, it's how you look at what happens to you.
Right.
And how you endure it, how you handle it, how you respond to it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Your response to adversity.
I understand that, Mark. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people came to me in my situation in the past couple weeks, and it was like, I don't know how you were so calm and dealt with this situation, and I could handle that in the media of different situations or different circumstances. I could have I could be in jail, I could be on the run, or I could be right here on this podcast. And here I am.
Here you are, brother.
In other words, you made the right decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Because God talked to you. Because God talked to you and was just like, your punk ass ain't ready for jail.
No.
I had a lot of people tell me, like, you
drop this in the kitchen.
God keeps you 100, bro. Always.
I had a lot of people. I had a lot of people tell me, like, you know what? I don't know how you did it. I would have chose violence, and I would have just went off on that, and then hopefully it was a crime of passion. But no, they got a history of me because I have a history of the police coming to my house. So, I thought about all that. The bitch was on the phone, and I was like, you know what? Let me just walk this guy out. Let me just get the fuck out of here, collect myself, and exclude myself from the situation because I saw where I was headed. Mm-hmm. That situation would have probably continued, and I would be in a different situation where I'm at today.
Look at God, and then you found love right around the corner.
He said, bitches in the game, bitches in the bitch. If one bitch want to act up and get in the game and shoot 3-pointers, I'll sit that bitch on the bench. You know what I'm saying, bitch?
You done found you another one already, brother?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If one bitch foul out, bitch, we would play some motherfucking ass bitch because
that's what's up.
This is team player.
He's crazy, man. He's crazy.
Oh, is he foul out, nigga, or was she shooting threes?
Yeah,
When she should have
foul
been
out, yeah, we gotta replay
Yeah.
this.
Listen, who said you was Steph Curry, motherfucker?
You got crazy. What do you say? Run the triangle
Dennis
offense like
Rodman.
I told you.
You get rebounds and defense, motherfucker. What are you doing?
And I wanna personally thank Jax. I want to personally thank my good friend Olin. I want to personally thank my good friend Scooty, Claire, all y'all, everybody on the panel, because I was emotionally. I'm still emotional. I still have nightmares. I wake up dreaming or thinking about this shit unconsciously. You know, it goes to my mind. I could have reacted several different ways.
But like Mark was saying, in one of those dimensions, you went to jail. You killed them.
Yeah.
That's just one of the ways you could have went. Because that dreaming shit you was talking about, Mark, I was like, ooh. I was like, that shit makes a lot of fucking sense. I mean, it's basically you wrap your head around just the concept of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, there's all kinds of concepts, thoughts, and theories and shit like that, though. But listening to that, how you kind of articulated that was interesting. That was interesting,
yeah,
for real.
I want to thank all y'all for my.
And we're glad Ronald didn't. You know, he used the other dimension of peace and preservation, self-preservation.
So on a much lighter note, what do you got for us, Olin?
Hey man, I don't know, man. I'm on a spiritual plane right now, bro. I'm floating. I don't know, man. So
what else is going on, class? Man? You just wherever you see.
Then I'm going to ask this question. Absolutely. Because, I'm curious what Mark's thought is on this. So we're talking about dreams. So I'm a dreamer, and almost everybody who I've been close to who's passed away comes to me in a dream. Sometimes right away, sometimes it's some years down the line, but eventually they come to me. There's interactions. Some come to me repeatedly, but if nothing else, they come to me to tell me goodbye. I know they're coming to tell me goodbye. Like I'm versed in this well enough to know that this is what it is.
I think absolutely that's
so dimensions, right? Because you're talking about, because Olin said something about dimensions. So would you agree or disagree that we're in different dimensions?
Yes. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
we're not aligned. Yeah.
We're not aligned.
When you really think about like, okay, for example, you have dreams, these people come to you. That's like a real thing happening. But
absolutely,
the human man always want to discredit that because of the history of just our existence. And the Bible talks about all of this stuff, but it's like church puts it into this area over here to where, oh, that's just over there, and that's what that means. But really, whatever you perceive as far as those dimensions and what you're actually experiencing, those are real. That's a real thing. And that's exactly what it is. Those are people in the life that you had with them that are coming, that are saying, yeah, it's all right, it's this, it's that.
Right. I mean, that's all dreams happening, or just specific ones?
No, all of it. All of it. Because I also.
What about night terrors though? Because nigga.
Woo. Well, but again, your nightmares are manifestations of your fears. And those are real too. I mean, we as human beings, we got fears. But the part about fear, what we don't understand, and the Bible talks about it, you just have to faith that shit away. Like, everything comes back to how you perceive and deal with it. So if you have a bad dream, look deep into that dream and then ask God to help you decipher that dream.
You know you can control your dreams.
Something.
So let me say it like this. If you're in your dream and you recognize that you're dreaming, like you recognize you're dreaming, you can, as you become more well-versed in the space, you can take control of the dream and you can redirect it.
How hard is that though?
I didn't say it was easy.
Claire.
I didn't say it was easy.
Hold on, let me.
I didn't say it was easy. I just said what can be done.
Yes. It could be done.
Dreams are more like it's like messages to. I mean, I think in a way for me, especially
absolutely.
Because I tend to have them at certain points. You know, I can kind of know when I'm going to have one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I feel like usually when my constitution is low, when I'm not spiritually sound, is when I'm more vulnerable to having those things. I'm talking about they're horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And you know what I'm saying? It's like it's the craziest thing though. And but I don't have them all the time, but I do have them if I'm uncomfortable or whatever. I mean, it depends on how I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying, bro? If I, you know,
sense of safety.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's
what
weird.
You watch before you go to bed.
Yeah,
listen, maybe even listen to.
Yeah. Like so, I listen to a lot of murder shows and all that kind of shit, though. So, but they're not necessarily always about that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
this is what I'll challenge any of y'all to do, even tonight when you go to bed. Just
I ain't going to sleep tonight.
Show you something that either like you, whatever you know, you ain't got to even mention it here, but just ask God to show you something in a dream that you've been maybe thinking about, you know, yearning about, you know, just something like that, and watch what the fuck happens. And it might not even be tonight; it might be the next night. But dude, it's a trip. You'll be surprised on what
I'm there. I know God's coming through. It's not a matter of if God comes through; it's a matter of when He comes through, right? Mm-hmm. It's not if; it's never if.
He don't come when you want Him to come, but He's always on time.
That motherfucker's always on time, and it starts with and see what I've noticed as well is when I learned how to meditate, which is shut my thoughts off for periods of time. My intuition muscle has grown, and that's why I was saying, like, as in things that I asked God to show me, some of the shit is instantaneously.
That's because you're open and you're receptive to hearing, right? Though too. So
right, exactly.
That's what's happening as you're doing that. Is you're building your ability to hear, and hearing isn't always with our ears in the way you're hearing me right now, right?
Right, exactly. Yes.
The way we hear God happens differently. Like sometimes you might hear a voice. Absolutely, you might hear a voice. That's not the only way we hear God, though. And so it
just to piggyback that, Claire, my ex. My latest ex, we call ourselves, and I'll just share this. We call ourselves maybe trying to reconcile this and this and that. And a few times I'm like, man, God, something ain't right. This dude gets in my car, says some stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm too embarrassed to kind of put it out there like that, but I'm just being honest. So I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, right on, whatever. A few days later, okay, was that really? Oh, okay, you're not hearing me? Okay, boom. Here it is again, like literally. But this time, it wasn't a person that got in my car. It was something that came on the radio, and it spoke just like you was in the movie.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom. Yep, it's not going to happen. I was like, wow.
It's just a different way in which he's delivering the message, right?
He kept literally like, as I'm asking, okay, here's the message, bro. Wait a minute, you talking to me? Oh, okay. Well, here it is again. It was probably like 4 messages all together.
It's like, how many times do I have to tell you?
Go ahead to tell your motherfucking ass.
Exactly. For real. No, for real.
Like, I'm trying to tell you without like really just crushing your soul and having you have to see it directly, but you're either going to hear me or you're not.
That just happened in 2023.
Well, that's why I don't be fucking with people, because he been telling me like, nigga, you know what the fuck is you doing? That's how me and God talk, you know. So when I be talking, that's how he talk to me, nigga.
Because he knows that's how you hear.
Oh, right. So really, this is what we doing. This nigga's a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shit like fuck is he on? Like, look at this dude, man. He thinks he's
what you need to be on
with people.
You need to be on that royal honey, the African royal honey.
What's that all about?
Look it up.
All right.
Royal honey, African royal honey.
Don't you got a fucking computer over there?
I'm
I'm
googling it
tuned
right
in.
now.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
African royal honey.
That's all you need to get your life straight.
What?
Still gotta pay attention to it, whatever it is.
Contains hidden drug ingredient. Like, what are we talking about here? African royal honey for men. Like, what are we talking about?
It's just honey. Royal honey.
I see honey. I see honey too. I see all kinds of honey.
Royal ROYAL honey for men.
For men, what's that for men? What you mean?
Yes. Organic.
Oh, so is it some kind of male
enhancement?
enhancement? I think somebody told me about this before.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's.
See, I was doing that for Clara because I knew she was gonna be like, "Oh Lord." She's gonna look it up real fast. She's gonna look it up real fast. Look at Scooty. He's in there.
No, I'm just.
Somebody told me about this before,
bro.
So you're saying
Bro.
you're saying that you gentlemen should use that instead of Viagra?
Yeah. No, this is somebody.
He said yes.
Natural raw. Yeah.
He said yes.
Yeah. I have a performance. I have a performance card that was graded out from.
So is it a certain kind? So is it just royal honey or African royal honey?
Well, just royal honey.
So, ladies, for those of you who are listening, the key is to make sure that you buy this, you have this in your house, and you have it available to, put in your gentleman's friend, or your man, or your husband, or your spouse,
and
or
you
your
can have it
whatever the guy is to you. You put it in his tea. You ask him, do you want,
Oh, you know
about it with tea, a little bit of this, put in this African honey, and bada bing, bada boom. There you go. This is what our friend Ronald is telling us to do.
And ladies,
and there you have it.
There you have it, ladies.
African,
yes, and you too can eat it too.
Oh God, that just sounds so funny. Fuck you, you too can eat it too. What the fuck, bro? Any better writing,
bro?
Oh my God,
I had to mix it up a little bit. Yep.
So public notification. Royal Honey VIP contains hidden drug ingredient.
Oh, here we go.
The Food and Drug Administration is advising consumers not to purchase or use Royal Honey VIP, a product promoted and sold for sexual enhancement. This product was identified by FDA during an examination of international mail shipments. FDA laboratories analysis confirmed that Royal Honey VIP contains tadalafil, an active ingredient, Cialis, an active ingredient in Cialis, an FDA-approved prescription drug for erectile dysfunction. Ooh. This undeclared ingredient may interact with nitrates found in some prescription drugs, such as nitroglycerin, and many lower blood pressure to dangerous levels. Men with diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or heart disease often take nitrates. Healthcare professionals and patients are encouraged to report adverse effects or side effects related to the use of the product into the FDA's MedWatch Safety Information and Adverse Event Reporting Program.
How did it affect you, Renaud, when you took it?
Boy,
he had a night of passion, is what he's trying to say. This is why he's bringing it up.
Other dimensions to male enhancement, boy, that's heavy.
Probably be buying
Renaud, here's the question.
Hey, listen.
We did.
Let's bring it back. Remember how Claire said, listen. Remember how Claire said, have that ladies on stock and put that nigga in your tea. The broad gave me some tea and 12 hours prior. And then
she was getting you ready.
So it don't take 12 hours.
Invite him over for breakfast and plan for him to be there all
day.
Yeah, or have him over for early dinner and have him play tonight. This is what he's telling you.
So she knew you was 10, or she knew she had you for the day.
Somebody else gonna benefit
Yeah.
from that honey.
Right.
Yeah.
She
Like,
made
yeah.
sure. She made sure I was. How you say? The storm was coming, and she knew I was gonna be locked in for 3, 4, 5 days. And there you have it.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know what was going on. I was even
you
like,
might as well pop a couple rhinos, nigga. I mean, what you talking about?
What would you do if you had a 2024 storm baby?
well, first of all, I'm 52 years old. No, there's nothing coming out.
No.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I know. Pause. I know that's a lie. But the woman I was fucking with is also 52 years old, so she's already past that. So she ain't got no kids. So
That's
it was
the
a
best
splash
thing in the
fest.
world. Sorry.
And
What'd you say,
yeah, thank
Claire?
you. Hello.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, to
Yeah.
be at an age where you've like, I've already been there, done that, and now I can have
Yep.
all the fun in the world, and I'm not gonna worry about making a baby.
Not a clear, not a.
That's worth a
wor-
whole
share in the
gallon,
world,
in
yeah.
my opinion.
Thank you, Claire. We doing exercise.
I'm not quite
techniques.
there, but I'm encroaching on that. I'm telling you, that's a party for me. Like
we
that's
doing-
a whole
we do-
sabbatical, whatever.
Nigga, we doing scissors. We doing all type of
What the
extra
fuck
shit.
is going on?
I ain't had that.
Mike, hold on. Order.
Listen.
I need the MZ to
Bro,
get
listen.
control of the
I'm
conversation around here.
I'm pelvis deep in there.
Oh God.
We making it happen, nigga.
Gross.
So if there was any kids to be made, yeah. That's disgusting.
Ladies and gentlemen, nobody's telling you to do this at home.
Oh, God.
If you do this, that's of your own volition.
Unless you
What
got
just
your
happened?
uterus already scooped out,
Oh,
or you already.
Oh my God. Wow.
fuck, bro.
Here's the other disclaimer.
Listen, this
We've
is
known
grown
each other
man,
for many years, so sometimes we're a little overly comfortable
Yeah.
in the conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord today.
But everybody on this panel is everybody on this. Listen, everybody on this panel is over 45 years old.
Say
Maybe
what?
pushing. Everybody on this panel is over 45 years old. So, and me and you,
I don't
Ray,
think
and
Jax is.
maybe Mark.
No,
No, I know he ain't. But me, Ray, Mark, and then Claire's running up 50. We all 50. So yeah, you too, nigga.
In 2 weeks.
No.
2 weeks and
Claire,
2
2
days, I'm
weeks.
50.
So yeah.
Bravo.
Get the poop scoop out, nigga, and scoop that out. And we gonna have a ball.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
Scooty said, I don't know about all that.
Nigga, we gonna have a splash fest. Nigga, we don't give a fuck what happens afterwards.
Don't say that. Don't.
Yeah, I don't know what you talking about. Oh, shit.
He's talking about the donut.
I knew that was
Oh,
coming. That's why I
man.
said don't say that.
Thank you, Olin.
I'll
You guys
never be
are
able to eat
nasty.
those glazed donuts.
I think I even commented on that. Like, nigga,
I mean, we
let
could
it
keep
out.
it copacetic. We could keep it kosher. You guys are just
Nah, nigga, we
Yeah,
spewing
I'm
that
gonna have
out.
to eat another type of donut. 'Cause you
Heathens
fucked it
in
all
this
up.
motherfucker.
Fucking gross.
nasty.
These are the young folks, right? They don't know about that.
Oh man, they know enough, nigga.
Nigga, we be having pistachio squirts and everything.
Oh
What
my
the fuck is
God.
going on?
Okay, so I
Don't
think you need to
ask.
speak.
Don't
Hold on.
ask.
You speak for yourself. Nigga.
ask.
What
Hold on,
in
you
the
enter in. You want to say, yeah, me and Ray, yeah, we friends. We grew up knee high to a grasshopper, nigga.
Guilty
I
by
don't even know what a
association.
pistachio squirt is. I'm just going
I know what he's talking about. He sharted on himself. That's what he's talking about. Boom! This draws the cylinder itching all the way, bro. What are you talking about? Jesus.
I love y'all.
Oh man, listen. So
Yeah.
oh, who cares? What y'all got to talk about? Y'all got any stories? Because if not, I can bless y'all with time.
Shit, Yolanda in there watching Color Purple.
This
Oh my
nigga trying to get
God.
his squirt on.
You not watching it? Are you gonna watch it later with her or no?
We'll have to
No,
watch.
he ain't
She
gonna
falls.
watch this shit.
She
He
falls
ain't watching
asleep.
that shit.
She
Yeah.
good for about an hour and then she falls asleep, man.
Scooty, is that the new
Scooty,
Color Purple? Is that the
listen,
new
Like
Color
listen.
2.5
Purple?
I
hours.
seen the first one. I like
Listen,
it.
the first one is cool. I'm talking about the second one because I watched the first half of it and I started getting on my phone, bro. I was like, I'm cool, man.
You can't watch the second one with the goal of trying to measure it against the first one.
Because they do it
gotcha.
even when they made that one and then no, it was just it was cool.
It's
but
it's very different.
So do you
It
think
is,
they
but
shouldn't have remade it?
I mean, they do it. They
I'm
want to
should
do
not
it, but
saying they
left
should
alone.
have. I'm just saying it's
I
very
don't
different.
think it was necessary. That's what
Well, I don't think a lot of remakes are necessary.
Hey, listen, I don't disagree with that, but this was one of them.
Some things are really just, they're just classic and iconic in their own space, and they deserve that.
What was the worst remake ever?
Superman. All of them.
The one with Richard Pryor?
Nope, not that one. All the latest ones.
What's yours, right?
I don't even really know, man. I can't even think of it. Shit, what? Red Dawn. I mean, you know what I mean? That was weak. Remakes, just like straight remakes off of another movie. I don't know. I can't even think of anything.
I'm trying to think.
I know mine is off the top of the head, boy.
I mean, Blade Runner was fucking terrible. The new Blade Runner. I mean, I didn't think it was terrible. It was.
Miami Vice.
That was horrible. Yeah, Miami Vice.
But
that was a TV show, though.
The Karate Kid.
Yeah, that wasn't.
The one with Jaden Smith.
None of them weaker than Coming to America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
shit. Was
no, but that's a sequel. That is
right.
A remake.
That wasn't a remake. It was a sequel.
They should have left it alone.
Okay.
Period. Whatever you want to call it, sequel, remake, however you want to flip it, that shit was trash.
Yeah, it was. I remember we had an event over here. Everyone watched that shit.
For that?
And just because he's fucking Eddie Murphy, we're gonna like it, And I sat there and watched that shit, man. It was just like eating just some seasoned food, bro, and just acting like I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt bad because I love Eddie, bro. That's my nigga, bro, and he didn't deliver with that. It was like people made excuses for it and all that because they focused on the younger generation versus satisfying.
Younger generation needs to game up.
Listen. But this is my point. So this is what was wrong with that, because Jackson's right. It was the worst sequel, I'll say. That
was it Harlem Nights?
You did a lot of us who came up and was influenced by that movie are still fucking alive, and they act like we don't matter. So then they want to try to assimilate and they want to try to touch young people. This ain't a young people thing, and if the young people is mature enough, they gonna want to fuck with this. But
and
why
they're
do you
gonna
feel
go
like
back
you
and watch the first one so they understand what's going on with the second?
I'm not saying you don't have them involved in some manner or whatever, but Eddie, the wife, the father, all those original characters should have had been the main characters again. I mean, with them being the base of the storyline, not the mom. Now they want to talk about some feminazi bullshit, like, oh, well, why doesn't she lead? And they're challenging our traditional ways, just like they beat it up with all this LGBTQ shit that out on, you know what I'm saying, and pushing towards.
So it was that kind of shit going on.
Yeah, they had those kind of those type of messages in there. It was for young people. This is a younger generation, and I'm not saying that. I mean, to whoever, shout out to them if that's their movement. I ain't hating on their movement, but I'm saying for me,
on the movement.
That ain't the conversation. I'm just saying that. But for me, I'm like, man, I'm a fan of this movie or of the original, right? All of us are. We all came up off of that shit. It's iconic.
But let's jump in there. So okay, like what I see a lot of women now recognizing is that the feminism movement is not healthy for women, because you got all of these women now especially in our generation, that realize that we're social creatures, which means that we're meant to be with somebody. Let's just start there. And let's just say, okay, we can the feminism movement is all about girl power, independence, this and that. But yet at the same time, you got a lot of these women that are by themselves, and like what they realized with the pandemic, you need a man. You do need a man, because like one of the examples was when the pandemic started, and you had all of these people rushing to the store to get toilet paper and fighting over toilet paper.
I didn't understand what the fuck that was about, though.
But here's the thing: if you was a woman, a single woman, you wasn't finna win that fight for no toilet paper. But you did need a man to actually go in there and fight that fight to get the freaking toilet paper. Let's just keep it simple like that. And a lot of women will realize that, oh, okay, wait a minute, I kind of do need a man, because there's certain battles that they can't win by themselves and with a degree. And then let's stay with the degree. So when we look at, especially in the Black community, it's like we're saying, oh, well, the women are going to get on steroids. I'm just using this as an example. The women are going to be on steroids and be the brute fighters. Okay, but when you on steroids and you go fight the next group who has men on steroids, you're not going to win, because a man on steroids is still stronger than a woman on steroids. And so it's the same thing with these degrees. A man with a degree has a lot more clout and it carries a lot more weight than a woman with a degree. So when have we seen a Black woman with a PhD overtake a white man with a PhD or an Asian man with a PhD?
Claire, I'm gonna let you go ahead and respond to this when he's done.
Hold up. And then if you look at what happened at Harvard, they had the LGBT chick who was the Harvard president and everything, and look what happened to her. I'm done.
Well, and the girl and the prosecutor in Atlanta, because I knew something was gonna drop in that whole situation with her. And it's looking.
Oh, what happened with her? I ain't hear about that.
Claire, you heard about it? You ain't heard about her?
I haven't.
Maybe.
She don't want to comment. Do you see her face right now?
Well, I just think that this is a loaded conversation, and I don't think that it's cut and dry, and I don't think that it's an easy thing. In some ways, I am, of course, I'm a woman, so I'm pro women, right? And I'm pro things that women want to do, and I'm pro women getting their education and being bosses and being CEOs and doing all of that stuff. I also do believe in balance, and I do believe in there's ways where sometimes movements are short-sighted in what gets left behind, right? So here's an example. Women wanted to get into the workforce, right? So what was it, 60s, 70s? You got women who are wanting to be in the workforce. They're wanting equal rights. They're wanting to do that. It's not a problem, except that women have traditionally been at home, right? They've been at home and they've been raising their children and they've been running the household. So what didn't happen was a conversation about what was going to happen in the household when women started removing themselves from the household and entering to the workforce, because there was no conversation about we need our counterparts, the men, to help us with the household, right? So women are now still running the household, right? They're still attempting to cook, clean, raise the children, but also work full time. Men are just still working full time. What happens? We have a whole generation, starting with Generation X, that starts to get lost. Because guess what? There isn't somebody that's in the household full time. We have latchkey kids. We have kids that are now not being adhered to 24/7 because there's not somebody that's overseeing the household and what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't have gone to work. I'm not saying that women shouldn't have gone to work. I'm not saying that people shouldn't press their dreams. I'm not saying any of those things. But with everything that we press and everything that we do, there's pros and cons, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, I see it in a lot of different ways, and I just don't think this is a cut and dry conversation.
No.
But I think that there's there's pros to it for people who want it, but there's also consequences. And there's repercussions that come with some of the things that we want to do. So,
well, I look at it like this. I think that in this climate of social media and what Mark brings up, I mean, those are facts, but that's not the whole thing in terms of, I feel like right now with this whole like the manosphere thing and this thing where it's men and women versus women and all that type of shit, you have those type of women that fall short because of those pitfalls of being what they want to be, though. But I think that there's still, the numbers still suggest that women more so want to be married. You know what I'm saying? And ain't on that, ain't really on that bullshit shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't, I mean, it's like, yeah,
because it's inherent to want to share your life with somebody,
yeah,
right?
I mean,
how is it not?
We got it, and that's the shit that's getting pumped out there. The Instagram, the what they call it, the OnlyFans chicks, and they pump that shit, and then you have a segment of the female population that falls for that and all that shit, and that's what everybody talks about. But what they don't talk about is that there's a lot of men out here that's doing good, though. It's just like what I say about the so-called black community. We talk about the bad shit of the black community and make that be the representation of the black community when we're more successful than we are fuck ups. But we don't talk about success, in the general sense of things, But
the negative is more polarized.
I would absolutely agree.
Yeah, it's more polarizing. But it's what you say again, Claire?
I would absolutely agree that women want to get married.
I think that men want to be, and I think that men don't got a problem with women ultimately, but under today's climate and the way things are, it's like that's what they promote, and they pushing those narratives where when it's the conflict, right? You get a certain type of woman that what Mark was talking about, right? Or the women that have that type of mentality or whatever. Then you have a certain type of man, or how we're supposed to react to that. Everybody's going, sensitive people, not sensitive, but conscious people or men are going to not want to even fuck with that. But it's like, it's this whole thing where they're pushing that argument. You dig what I'm saying? That ain't all of us. And I don't think that's the majority of us. It's happening. It could be problematic, but man, it's maneuvering, man. Stay away from motherfuckers that's like that, because they don't represent the whole. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But
Scooney, what you think?
I mean, it. If you look at it, it's a lot going on. I mean, that's a loaded question, like Claire said. But if you look at it historically, the women are the nurturers. Historically,
and inherently,
right? And they were the ones that stayed home and took care of the children and this, that, and the other. While the dad, made the money basically, right? But now look where we're at now, where let's say you do have both parents in the household. Well,
they both working.
You see what I'm saying? And you can't afford it, depending on what their degree is and what's going on. You can't afford for one person to stay at home while the other one works, especially if you got two kids. Daycare is $2,500. You know what I mean? For two kids, you know what I mean? You got that going on. But what does the woman do that wants to go to college and further herself and get her doctorate, get her PhD? You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't be denied that. You see what I'm saying?
See,
and also consider if you guys have Ronald, you have a daughter, don't you? Jax, you have a daughter?
Absolutely.
I mean, would you not want
Mark
your daughters to be able
daughters.
Mark, okay. Would you not want your daughters to be able to go fight for that if that's what they wanted? If that was their dream, to chase that paper and get that PhD?
Oh, I can answer that. So because my oldest daughter, we went through this. So in her 20s, she was LGBT, feminist, all of that. All I said was, look, I think you need to pull back on some of that, because some of that is borderline toxic. And who knows what you gonna want later on down in life. Okay, now she's 30 years old and all of a sudden now I want to go back and be heterosexual. So she finds this guy, heterosexual. He's a traditional guy, and he's like, baby, you could be a stay-at-home wife because I got a kid that I'd rather you raise. And so this is what, a year or so ago, we had this conversation now.
Mhm.
Dad, well, we got to talk. Well, what you mean we got to talk? What's up? Oh, well, you know, his name is Kevin. Well, he wants me to be a traditional wife. And she was conflicted because she spent her 20s battling this feminism, toxic feminism, that now it was like, well, hold up, I want to be a wife. And now, and I'm like, and I basically had to explain to her, look, first of all, you don't compete with your husband, y'all work together. You see what I'm saying? This man basically is trying to build a family with you, and this is how that is normally built. It's not built by you competing with him as far as what y'all bringing to the table. But at the same time, you can look at what you've been through in your 20s, that now you actually have skills that if, let's just say, the relationship don't work, it's not like you out in the cold. You can go and still pick your life back up. And I'm like, that's partly what that was about in the 60s and 70s of when our women decided to go in the workplace. Because a lot of them back then didn't have no work skills. They had to, the marriage didn't work. And then all of a sudden the woman is kind of out cold. And that's what made, you know, the alimony and child support for what it is.
Exactly.
Right.
It wasn't, because back then they didn't have, women just didn't have skills. But now, Michaela, you got skills. So if you and your husband don't end up working out, you're not like, you're not out in the cold, and you'll be able to go.
No, but if you're not in the job force, and if you're not working, if you're not utilizing it, then you also, it's easy if you need to go back. If you need to go back into the workforce for that reason,
right?
You're struggling to get a job because guess what? All these other people have been working. They've been keeping their skills abreast. They've been sharpening. They've been fine-tuning. They've been honing, and they've been growing. And if all you've been doing is sitting at home for the past 5 or 10 years, granted, there's huge managerial skills in running a household, but unfortunately, capitalism doesn't look at that as a value, right? Like they don't see running a household as a management experience, right? And so you can't put that on your resume.
But here's the thing, and I'll say to that,
are you hiring somebody who's worked the last 10 years, or the person?
I actually, as a matter of fact, today I interviewed someone under those kind of circumstances who's been married, family, raised children, and ready to get back into the work field, and this thought that this would, you know, the type of thing, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and she wants to go back to school, you know, and do something for her, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like this, you know, there's always, I mean, you know, if like you said, for your example, Mark, your daughter, if she's not going to be left on her own. And in addition to that, there's services, a lot of services out here for women that men don't have access to.
That part too. Yep. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's like I think that really it's one of those things. I mean, I'm not saying that's not problematic, but I feel like that any woman that has skills, you know, that's been to college, been to school, did all that type of shit, in the unfortunate situation that she has to get back out there and do it, she won't be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was raised by women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, that's the, you know, the key to my success, you know, in life is because of a fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? So this whole argument when I hear a lot of this shit, and I just be like, man, just stay away from them punk ass motherfuckers. If they like this and they do niggas like that, then don't fuck with the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And just move on and go find you a motherfucker who's gonna be on the same frequency as you, and then y'all go and you build and you do your shit. That's it, and that's all.
that's a great concept, but you know what? This is why the government throw that shit back on us to pay for these fucking cut bitches.
Oh
damn,
yeah,
bro. Shit.
Because they don't want to pay.
But we all
They
pay.
don't wanna-
Every single taxpayer is paying
No,
for it.
they don't want to pay. So then that's how I'm paying $100,000 in fucking child support and back alimony and
Well,
some
see,
bullshit because
You're
No,
doing
but-
that, but if they receive any other service outside of that, then guess what? The taxpayers are paying for that. Medicaid,
Shit.
taxpayers. Any kind of
Shit.
housing, taxpayers. EBT card, taxpayers.
Damn.
yeah, I'm part of that group.
taxpayers-
But at the same
taxpayers
at
and
the
the
same
daddy.
time,
And then
that
they're gonna
that means
raise
that bitch is
the.
getting extra. Yeah, she getting
Then
my
they
money
gonna-
and then y'all
here's the
money.
thing. Here's the thing. This is what they should do. It should be mandatory testing at birth. I don't give a fuck. It's the law. It's the federal law.
100%. I agree.
It don't fucking matter, bitch.
Let's stop.
You
Let's
gonna have
stop
to- we
running the
gonna do
game.
this,
Let's
but
make
we-
sure we know.
You're going into the database, my nigga. So this baby go be poking his little foot. Nigga, we gonna put the blood
His
in the
little
thing
foot.
and we go right.
I could have had.
You
I
know,
could have
and
had.
we gonna and then we gonna test the dad. Nigga, we gonna put a warrant out for you. Nigga, come get this blood test, my nigga.
The amount of
For
money
real
that
though. We wasting
that
money
raped out of
on
me.
driver's license.
And
shit.
but then also finding ways to make sure that dads have their rights,
Hold on,
right?
I'm not done that. I'm going there.
Ain't no
This
dad
is my
rights.
whole thing.
the
This is
amount
what's
of
gonna
money
win
I
me-
didn't spend.
This is what's gonna win me the presidency. Hold
Look at
Nobel
you.
Yeah.
Peace Prize.
Ray
This
knows
is-
how to pick them.
on. Right, he sure.
Yo,
does. Hey,
I
listen.
just see her. Oh my
hold on,
god!
look,
I just seen her at the store.
So listen. So then, what happens is that okay? It's mandatory at the birth testing. Don't matter. Don't give a fuck. Federal law. Then, if we're going to offer these services that they gave back in the 60s or whatever to help people build up women with children, the fathers of said children, once they've been confirmed to be the father, if they're a deadbeat or something like that, you're going to go to class, but we're going to give you a stipend, some food stamps, an option to job program or something. We're going to split this money up, and it's going to be limited. You can't be on this shit forever or you're going to be a bum forever.
Right.
That's how we're going to do this. So, I mean, because it's like, if I just wonder, I mean, this is a thought. What would happen if men had an opportunity to have just those little bits to be able to help them build themselves up to get jobs or whatever? Or is it just assumed that a man's supposed to he's just gonna get a job, whatever it is, with no fucking help from the government whatsoever?
Not every man knows how to be a dad.
Right, but and he's responsible for that kid though. I mean, I'm talking
Right.
about for guys who are actually out here being victims of the weaponization of these services, right? Because that's what it is. It's a weapon that they can use against a man to destroy them financially.
It also
Yeah.
destroys the family ultimately.
Yeah,
And ultimately,
even if
they
the
done
kid-
that. They done that when they said you can't come to the house. If we're gonna give you
Well, wait a
money.
minute. Even if the family exists in two different households, right? So it destroys it that way, because if the man can't stand, right, even in his own household, like, okay, we can't be in the household together. Maybe, let's be honest, people don't sometimes want to be in the household together. But if the man can't stand on his own in his own household, there's yet another level of destruction in that.
Yep. Because part of being a man is being a supporting and a hunting and gatherer, all of that.
And a provider,
And
right?
that's what I was trying to say, but that other stuff came out.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it is those things.
Well, I'm just saying though, like I just think that it needs to be more accountability on the other side when it comes to that shit. Because you cannot sit here and say, in one breath is my body, my choice, but then you can turn around and weaponize that shit, and then they can fucking take a man's license from him. They can throw him in jail. You know what I'm saying? They can put these on him just because she said he's the daddy. You know what I'm saying? And he got to go and pay for a test and try to figure and be like, oh, this bitch is a
Hold
slut.
on, in the state of Oregon, you're not paying. So here's the deal, because I know this from personal experience, not mine, but mine.
Okay.
If I have a baby and I say, this man is the father and I want child support, the state of Oregon is going to go directly to that man and say, we want a test and we're going to pay for it.
All right. What if I'm at that address no longer, and then I don't respond because I don't live there? That's the last known address, and then they just go by that, and then now
Then
the
you the
nigga
daddy.
is paying for a fucking
Default.
child that ain't his
Default.
fucking
Daddy.
bastard ass child.
Then you the
Man,
daddy.
fuck that fucking cunt white. Cut that bitch.
Well, then maybe you should make sure you're findable so that you can go down there and take the test to prove that you ain't the daddy.
Nah, no, but they can't just. But they
Oh, fuck that.
indiscriminately. They hold on, Renault. Relax, relax. We're on the show. They just indiscriminately default you out, and then they fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? When you know goddamn well it ain't yours. You know what I'm saying?
But why not then go down there and just take the test?
No.
What
What I'm saying is that they might not even have the right information. A lot of times that happens. I'm not saying like that. I mean, yeah, absolutely. If it's an issue that you already know, then you go take care of it. Absolutely. I'm just saying though, in the sense that where a motherfucker saying something to you about that, and they send some information to an address where you don't live at. I'm saying that happens a lot. Then it goes to default. And then when you learn about the default, that's when you go into court, you scrambling, taking days off from work and shit like that, sweating, ain't eating and shit. Because you like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you take the test. Not that you worried about if it's yours or not, but it's like you guys are fucking, I mean, the shit that the men have to deal with once they get on your helmet.
Don't get me started.
Nigga, they get on your helmet, nigga. They be all.
So how do you teach your sons? How do you teach your sons?
Be responsible.
I'm simply don't be like me.
If I had,
did you say don't be like me? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I would
do it right.
I would tell him if you get a woman pregnant, do not. I'm going up there. You ain't signing. Me and your mom going up there. You ain't signing shit.
No, we're gonna take the test
do a
first.
DNA test, and if the baby's yours, you gonna do what you're supposed to do. If the baby ain't yours, you gonna throw up them 2 fingers and you coming with us.
Chuck up the deuces, nigga.
It should be Mando off top just to prevent all that.
Period.
Mando.
And it should be criminal for any woman who decides that they want to fucking sit back and be fraudulent in that shit and blame it on a motherfucker who wasn't it. And if she stole his money, you going to jail.
Listen,
I agree.
Pay some fine. If they could throw a man in jail for child support and I pay the time, take away his driver's license, where the fuck they get that one from? But if they can do that to a man, and it's cool, you can't fish, nigga, you can't go hunting, you can't do nothing, you can't get a passport to leave the country, nigga. You gonna sit right here. That's how they do men who don't pay their child support or behind or in the rears. Now, if a woman go out here and blame a nigga and say he's the daddy and she gets money off this nigga, fuck him off, and then he find out, boom, they never took a test, but the court says, because I know situations where the court like, hey, with no tests, and then you come to find out you kind of fell in love with the kid, and the next thing you know, nigga, blood test come out, nigga, they done fucked you out, man, you ain't even getting that back.
And nothing happens.
And nothing happens to her whatsoever. Nothing happens.
You have to take her to civil court.
What the fuck?
Yeah, listen, that happened.
It still don't matter.
That happened, and
it don't matter.
And it didn't work.
I got lucky because the attorney that I had said that once in Oregon, once child support has been established, they don't want to remove it because then the state
they don't want to pay
is responsible. So I got lucky that mine turned out the way that it did.
Nigga, I get personal about this shit. That's why I don't like to talk about it, because I'll say some shit that y'all don't want to hear.
This is just to remove the motherfucking dirtbags that want to do that type of shit.
Yeah.
Hold these motherfuckers accountable. I know all women ain't doing this shit. I know all men ain't bad fathers or or trying to shake the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Put them over there and let them stay over there. They need to be getting mixed up in these good folks' business. You know what I'm saying? But it needs to just be a fair playing field across the board.
Because look what it does. I mean, let's just say, for example, when you don't have a kid, you can get up and go anywhere. Hey, Ray, we need you to go to New York and do this for 5 years or whatever. Cool, I'm gone. Now imagine you got a kid that you was told was yours, so you doing the responsible thing, and then they say, well, hey, Ray, we need you to go to Florida, to work for like 10 years, whoopty-wop. And you like, oh, man, I can't take it. I got a new baby, this, that, and the other. And then you learn 7 years down the road that baby wasn't yours. So
I was gonna say, don't use Ray. Ray.
So what did that what did that do to
Your
the
opportunity,
different
your
like
life, your
forks?
growth.
Yeah, different forks in the road. Instead of you driving straight, you could have went left, and then it could have forked again, went right. Who knows what would have happened to you, or what opportunities you
You
missed
missed out
on.
on. Whoa.
So that particular individual, that woman, she determined your destiny at that
Right.
point in time.
Mm.
And that ain't cool.
That was one of the reasons why I got problems with my youngest daughter, because of what you just said. She realized she could not control my destiny. So, yeah.
Mm. And that's just trifling, bro. Why would a motherfucker? I mean, and so you could just do that to a motherfucker, man. Just like it's nothing, and you have no repercussions whatsoever. You could
Nah.
just fucking. I mean, like that shit's crazy to me. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
In fucking same. But so no, that's what I would do. Mandatory testing, and we finna split these funds once we confirm their father, nigga. This is what you're gonna do. If you want to throw the license shit and you want to keep that a part of this shit, well, this is a way out of this, nigga. I mean, if they want to do it like that, because that's what they're gonna say, but they'll have an excuse to say that, well, we can't do that because this. They fucking argue the not having fucking mandatory fucking DNA testing right now today. But Tennessee, it's a law. There's a couple other states that's trying to push that shit too. But I'm just saying though, but you still have people still arguing that they shouldn't do that.
You know why? Shit.
But no, for real, bro.
You know how many babies would be in
that?
You know how many babies would be in that? And I bet you 50% of them babies, and I would say 40% of the babies in there probably ain't the kids, the father's child.
We're gonna find out, but they don't want to find out. See, the truth. We're gonna learn the truth. Oh, then what?
Think about that, man.
But they're gonna have to do that, man. But it's up to men though. This is a man problem, and men got to campaign and do this shit and not be scared to be fucking so-called canceled about it.
Yeah, because I mean a lot of men are guilted into not even pressing, popping a cushion up, because it's like, how dare you ask me, how dare you, all that shit, you crying your kid, whoop-de whoop whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers, they be wanting to ask, but they scared to because they're afraid of the reaction.
Right,
Especially
absolutely.
if she up there with her family, and she up there with her mama, and then you know what I'm saying, that kind of shit.
Like, you'll never see the kid again. Yeah.
And gentlemen, you could be engaging with more reputable women.
Listen, but a lot of times you don't know
that shit.
And I know
sometimes until the end.
Don't start that.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.
I used to be ding dong, and the bitch was like, yep, and then as soon as it was when it got real, she was the wicked witch of the motherfucking Northwest.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
But in essence, I agree with you, Claire. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, that's why, I mean, in a lot of our situations, we lay down, we did it. So, I mean,
the same thing goes for women, right? So women, you get mad because you're stuck with a man who's A, B, and C, right? Whatever A, B, and C is from your perspective, right? I have family members, my sisters, cousins, homegirls, whatever, right? Who have situations where for me, I'm like, that's just not my truth, right? My children's father and I, like, we had a lot of conversations about, okay, let's talk about what we want to do if we have children, and let's talk about what we're going to do if it doesn't work out, and let's talk about that, right? Now, granted, either one of us could have gone left on our word, right? It just so happens that we didn't, right? We still maintained focus that the children were the priority. No, things weren't always groovy between us when we split, but we kept them the focus. We kept them first and foremost, and we found a way to co-parent, right? So trust me when I say I know I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed because that argument isn't a thing. We made sure that we kept it above and beyond, but everybody gets trapped in a situation when things don't go right, right? Men, just like you feel trapped, women are also trapped too, because it doesn't feel great to be a woman and not be getting along with a man who either A, for sure is your children's father, or B, who you said is your children's father, and you either thought it or you lied about it or whatever it is, like you're still living with the repercussions of that too, right? That doesn't feel great either, and it doesn't make for a warm and loving and a stable household that you have for your children. So everybody involved suffers.
Hey,
But
but that's what I'm saying. I'm
we're
one
not
for
talking
two.
about it. We're not talking about, you know, a Jenny from the block that's for the streets. Some of these women are, you know, educated women, right? You know, I understand things happen, right? We're all adults. You should be adult enough to say, hey, look, you know what? We need to sit down. I did this. You could possibly not be the father,
I agree.
possibly be the father. You see what I'm saying? So remember, we getting those women that are doing that. They already know they done slept with another dude or two or three or four.
I get that. Well,
see what I'm saying?
education
But
has
hold on,
nothing to
let
do
me-
with, you know, the proclivities that people have on the side, right? Like what we're
but-
doing.
But I
Right.
had it. I had so my first daughter, me and her mom, like even to this day, we good peoples. She in a whole nother relationship. If I went to Atlanta, I could stay at the house. We good. And so that's why with my oldest daughter, there's a great situation there because when I went to Australia, she came to live with me. And Aaliyah, my youngest, was supposed to, but because of her mom and all of the bullshit, denied that whole situation. And to this day, the situation is bad because it's like I had one good situation and one terrible situation.
And look at the kid suffer because that kid
Absolutely.
could experience Australia. I mean,
Right.
shit.
Right. And
So-
it's like you couldn't tell Lee, hold up. Why would you like the first thing she'll bring up is child support and he left. Like, bitch, child support and I left. But hold up, you got child support. Even when matter of fact, you start getting steady child support when I left and went to Australia. You see what I'm saying? It's like her whole thing was it was more important for me to be a deadbeat dad than it was for me to have my child in my life. Because she figured out that I can't control him and keep him in Oregon. No, I'm moving on with my life, but that doesn't mean that I still can't be a father to my daughter. She just could, we'll work it out to where summers or whatever, she come over to see me. But when they mad, when some women are mad, that's when they weaponize child support and then
that'd be the
visitation.
weakest shit, though. That'd be the weakest shit because
and that's the shit that I dealt with my second. But my oldest, we worked the shit out,
Mm-hmm.
and it reflects in our relationship today.
Yeah, I'm cool with my baby mom to this day. I mean, it was rough. We had some rough patches, but it never got to a point to where I couldn't do what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Whether it been ordered by the court or just we had an understanding, but at the end of the day, she and she and I was able to amicably work through this shit. You know what I'm saying? And we still cool today. You know what I'm saying? We talk, you know what I mean, and shit like that. And and I just say I was lucky, but it wasn't easy, and I wouldn't do it again.
That's what I only had two.
Man, I'm serious. I wouldn't do it again. I mean,
you got both of y'all got lucky. I mean, Mark, you seen the other half, so you know how extremely blessed you were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I couldn't look. My thing. I talked to Ray about this. Man, I can't fathom like some cats got 5, 6 kids. Nigga, I had 2.
Shit.
Bro, like one of my jokes is, boy, that's my second baby's mama was the best birth control money could have bought.
He's the best money could have bought.
I wouldn't put that shit on nobody, boy. I would not put that on nobody because, bro, it like as
The
a man,
anxiety, the stress, everything.
Hey, look, I had a degree and I did okay. I mean, I ain't never been rich, but I done made 6 figures and all of that shit. And it's it's like, man, that shit, you know, when I look back, I'm like, bro, I couldn't even about having 5 or 6 kids.
It's a lot of shoes.
That's a lot of shoes. And let's just say you got 6 kids and you got 2 babies mamas like that.
I know a
Man,
nigga with more than that.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be, you know, like, all of them could be, you know, like that. And that's why when I hear cats, you know, they get, man, yeah, I got about 8 kids and I got 7 back. Damn, nigga. How you deal with you can't ever do nothing because I know you.
He said you can never do
motherfuckers ain't paid.
You can't go play. You can't hang out.
Right.
Nah.
You can't do shit.
Listen,
Mark,
when my
Mark,
son
I got-
came to town, nigga, I shut everything down, bro. When he
yeah, I
was
be
little.
Every
teasing you
time.
about that. I be teasing you about
Listen,
that.
Every
don't
time,
call
and
me.
still is going to this day.
Even now, though, I do that shit, man. I mean, you know, the circle, y'all.
You will not see or hear from Ray.
Yeah,
Unless
he
you
give
are
you
close
he
enough
will
to be
give
able
you
to
a
come
2-week
through.
notice though. He give you a 2-week notice. My son coming in 2 weeks. Man, y'all don't call, don't come by. I'm been with
Don't
my
call
son.
me, I'll call you.
Yeah, that's funny.
Especially when he was little.
Because I mean, could you imagine if you had about 7 of them?
No,
And then say 4 babies mamas running around on
7
your head?
little Rays running around.
7.
Man,
8,
that's what he
9.
bro,
said.
I got a friend that's my age right now.
uh-uh.
I got a friend my age right now that is still having kids, and his last kid is like 7 years old.
Nope.
I just can't. I
Negative.
just can't imagine doing it. Yeah,
You
How
know
many
what?
you
That,
got
that's-
though?
he got 8.
20-year-olds are
he said,
great.
how many do you got?
Oh, me 2. Just 2 that I know of.
There you go.
So we going some little Ronalds might pop up,
God,
especially if there's that
Well, you know,
African
the
royal
most-
honey going down.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was smart enough to go to Planned Parenthood and put them in one of these mason jars.
What?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Man,
I ain't even gonna ask nothing about that, man.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
Please
I was like, get it
Shit.
out of there, get it out of there, get suck all that.
Wow.
oh,
That- You ever seen it?
Renault.
You ever seen it? Yeah, you've been there. When it
I have
goes in the
not.
tube, when you go, when that baby shoots from
Renault.
her
Stop.
into the tube.
You better chill out on that one, brother.
we're gonna pull him off, man. We're gonna fuck off the channel, nigga.
The fuck, dude?
We're gonna fuck the channel off, bro. I mean, some of the opinions expressed on this show here don't really reflect the opinions of
Reviews of PDXDOPE podcast live.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to each their own.
Sorry.
Do what you will, how you believe, your
Sorry
politics,
for the way.
your religion. I don't give a shit.
Hey,
Don't bother me. Just don't try to convert me, man. That's all I'm saying, man. We can live in harmony, have drinks, and hang out still. But you know,
hey, Yolanda. Remember I told you Yolanda in there watching The Color Purple?
Is she
Yeah.
sweet?
Yeah.
She sent me a meme with Oprah Winfrey. I mean, I'm sorry, with Whoopi Goldberg saying everything. What does it say?
Everything you done to me gonna be done to you.
Yeah, it just says everything you done to me. So what I did was, remember that Danny Glover Christmas meme where he laughing that I be putting on? I sent that to her.
Right.
Shit.
because he was the guy. Just you
Yeah.
talking about.
Mister. He was Mister.
Yeah, Mister.
Mister.
Shit.
That is
Wow.
funny as fuck.
Yeah, she's gonna be sleeping 20 minutes. Shit, she's probably sleeping now.
Yeah, nah, man. But nah, The Color Purple was here. It came and it went. But it did make me go watch the original, and which I did enjoy. I will say that.
That's all I really cared about, so that we could have our conversation.
But young people ain't gonna appreciate this because when they grew up, that was a Christmas movie for the family. You know, they had the whole family watching Color Purple. They watch these young niggas is watching this new shit like fuck out of here.
I'm finna have my
Really?
sons watch. I'm finna have my sons watch it.
The new one?
The old one. The original.
Wasn't it like 3 hours?
2.5.
2.5.
It
Something
was a
there,
long
yeah.
movie.
It was really good. I mean,
They
watching it
understood
now,
the assignment.
just watching it now, you know what I'm saying? Like me and Josh was watching it, but he had to leave. It was like New Year's Eve, and I mean, it was still enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like wow, and I knew a lot of the scenes in it. What was crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's like fuck. I guess I have seen it, but I just don't remember it. You know what I mean? But because I knew so many of the scenes in it, but watching it in its entirety, it was like yeah, it was cool. But this new
They
shit,
all did an excellent
man,
job.
I started watching the new shit though, and I was like watching it. I accepted the fact that it was a musical. Going in, I knew that, and I sat there, and I was like, the next thing I know, I was on my phone. And I was posting memes and selfies. I'm sorry, bro. It was fucking. It lost me. I can't say that it was terrible, but it just didn't interest me after a while. I'll just say that. See, that's that PC answer right there. You see that? I didn't invest in a movie or
Politically
nothing.
correct.
Oh, they go, yeah, for real. I don't
Listen,
even know what's out. I
I
haven't
got
been to the movie in 3 years, nigga, and I don't even know what I'm gonna go. Oh,
You ain't
yes,
been
I
to the
have.
movies
Yes,
in
I.
3 years?
I'll take that back. Once in 3 years, I went to see Creed.
Creed was
After-
good.
Yeah,
And I
but
don't even like boxing.
the new Creed. Jax, you see that? It's coming out.
No.
Is it
After,
real?
after Jonathan Majors, you talking about?
No, it ain't with Jonathan Majors. His daughter, the little girl, now she's a fighter. And he's training his
Oh,
daughter
Yeah.
to
The one that was
fight.
deaf?
Huh? Yeah,
The little girl that was deaf?
yeah. That's Creed 3. I'm not watching that. I was like, I have no.
When is that coming out?
February, I think.
Hopefully never.
Listen, no, it's a wrap, bro. They
You
already
didn't
played
like
the
it?
trailer.
You didn't like Creed?
No,
I
Creed
mean, it's
was.
just so many
Creed
times
was
you can beat a
cool.
horse. Like, I mean, this.
Nah, they got different stories, but this
You
time
like
it's
you don't
just
want it
dark.
to be like Fast and Furious?
Yeah, like.
That's what a
Well,
franchise is, though, man. This, like, listen, Creed ain't nothing but Rocky. That's a Rocky franchise movie. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. But okay, cool, we get it. Like, nigga, he's gonna go up against somebody, and he's gonna triumphantly.
He's
win.
not fighting. Listen, in this one, he's not even fighting.
The daughter is. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I imagine that daughter's gonna fight fucking Drago's son's guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but you're right though. But I'm saying, I agree. I'm not watching that, and I'm a boxing fanatic. I'm not watching that. But it goes back, and it's not because I don't think that that's a good story. I already seen $1 Million Baby, favorite boxing movie. Anyway, next to Rocky, of course. But for real though, like, who wants to? I'm like, bro, they pushing that message. Real tough, bro. Everything. Creed. I mean, I hope it do good, man. But I think it's gonna flop. I promise you, I think it's gonna fucking flop.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
And you know what, man? I'm gonna watch it until I get on my phone. There you go.
You're gonna watch it until what?
Until I get on my phone.
Watch
I
what?
mean, Rocky or Creed 3.
Creed.
Jonathan Major wanted to go beat up the white bitch, and now he fucked off Creed 3, so they had to shift gears and do this old weird shit. Because somebody said this would be great for the studio. I mean,
just like the bear on cocaine.
Yeah, well, that was just some people that got some money and just wasted some money to do whatever they wanted to do. No, hire Ray Liotta to be in this. Get that guy.
And there's no other movie with the bear that's on cocaine, so you know.
Well, it's based off of these dudes that was pushing cocaine, and the cocaine fell, the plane crashed, some whatever, and so a bear got a hold to the kilo and got high. This is a true story. It didn't kill nobody. It didn't do none of that shit. They eventually found the fucking bear dead.
The bear just got loaded.
Make a movie about it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
are you talking
they
about?
made
And then they made a comedy based off of that premise. That's all that was.
And it was a comedy.
Yeah, I'll never watch it ever.
Yeah. You know, I liked it. It was cool. It was interesting.
I'm cool.
Niggas who do cocaine like that movie.
So it's Cardi finna find.
Oh, so what you saying?
With a counter now.
So what are you saying, Todd?
I've done cocaine.
You hear what I said, Ray?
What'd you say?
I said, is she gonna find Tasha K's secret account or no?
Nah,
Yeah.
oh
Nah.
yeah. Hey, listen, it's a wrap, bro. She gonna fuck around and find out. She going to jail, nigga. I was watching Lead Attorney, nigga. He was like, "Oh, they found the money." He said
Oh,
they found
God.
the money. He was like, "Did she off an offshore account or some shit, nigga?" But she didn't disclose that shit, nigga. Listen, Tasha K, you done fucked around and found out fucking around with Cardi. You got to remember, she got some powerful people behind her. She ain't just out there doing this independent. She's got powerhouses behind her, putting her shit out. So you just can't go out here and slander they fucking people like that. You know what I'm saying? We want the 4
Because
million.
she's a money train in and of itself for them people.
But you just can't say that shit though. You can't just do that, Tasha K. What the fuck is wrong with her though? You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I mean, like she just got grimy on the bitch. Where they had to go into the bitch sexual history and have her do a panel test and shit and see what she had, if she had any disease. Because Tasha K said that she had herpes. Yeah.
Nigga, they found that bread. I had to unask that shit. How much she only owned $500 in electronics. I said, shit, that ain't even a new iPhone.
Listen, nigga, she don't even got this set up, nigga. She know goddamn motherfucking well, nigga. She got some, man. Tasha K's big, bro. She's big. She's a big YouTuber, big content creator. She was making bread off this shit, nigga. The ones that make it, we could ever get through the glass ceiling and get them 100,000 plus subscribers and shit like that, nigga. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them motherfuckers is getting bread. She was one of them. She got 4 million.
Well,
she got 4 million.
This one dude broke down with Shannon Sharp, got for all of that.
They have a 50 million views on that, over 50 million.
Hold up. So
is that what they're at now?
Yeah,
yep.
Well, so in the one day as that guy did that video, Shannon got a total of $750,000 just for the one day. Damn. That didn't include the what do you call it? He got the liquor.
Got 52 million right now. I think it's going past Joe Rogan.
It's already on his ass. Because what's Joe Rogan's 80-some million?
I can't remember, but he
broke it down just from the views alone from YouTube. At the time, it's more now because of what Jackson showed. But at the time, I think it was like 2 days into it, he was at $750,000. But that wasn't counting the DraftKings and the liquor proceeds.
Also, he made a couple mil wheels on that.
And he showed how Shannon broke. You know how you break the videos down? Oh yeah, that was a whole
all on his shorts and all those little clips and stuff like that. Yeah, I seen that. I seen somebody talking about that, man. That shit, man, was phenomenal. But that just shows you
that's just for one day.
What? But that just shows you the grassroots appeal of a Cat Williams. That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Because ain't nobody checking. Because ain't nobody checking for none of them other niggas like that.
Yeah.
That's rock star shit, bro.
But it's like 50 million views. But hold on, there's a Cat Williams effect breakdown. So 266 plus million views across all social channels. 1.2 million audio downloads. 110,000 plus watched the premiere episode live. 909,000 plus YouTube subscribers gained. 349,000. I don't know what is TT follower. Oh, what's TT followers? What's TT stand for? TikTok followers gained. 614,000 plus Facebook followers gained. 190,000 plus Instagram followers gained. And 25,000 plus X followers gained.
Yeah. And you even said you was one of the people that was trying to buy some of that liquor.
Yep.
That was Scooty, right? They didn't put the liquor on here.
Right. That's
Oh,
what
he had that nigga Shannon Sharp went and got him a Bugatti, nigga. After that day, nigga, because
But shit, not just that, how fast him and Ocho shit growing fast as a motherfucker. Like
right,
but
right.
this
And
ain't doing nothing but helping it. This
right,
right
right.
here, this ain't doing nothing but putting it even out the stratosphere, bro.
That shit is
Like
out the
that's
stratus
fucking huge,
motherfucking
man.
fear. And he's probably they broke the internet, dude.
He said it was gonna happen. He said that shit when he was announcing it. He said this interview is going to break the internet.
Man, and it's crazy, bro, because it's like
And it was only 2 weeks ago.
no, I'm
Yeah,
saying
shit.
though, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, but it's like that grassroots effect, though, bro. It shows you that, like, man, commercial success is what you see, but it don't necessarily means you in first place. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, they've been at that shit less than 6 months and they already at over 850,000 subscribers.
And that's for Ocho and Shannon
Yeah,
doing
like,
their thing.
and they done brought Gilbert Arenas on too. Like, bro, they killing shit.
But hold up, though. I'm gonna throw something in here. It's a dude that he does video games.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker, I watched it grow. Right today, ask me how many subscribers this motherfucker got. 16 million.
You talking about Mr. Beast? I want to be Mr. Beast. That's what
Yeah.
He's called D Brad Rad.
nigga.
And I've been
Mr. Beast got, man, woo.
Nigga,
and
Mr.
the
Beast
reason
is
I've been
nigga.
following him is when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out way back when I was still in Australia.
Ain't nobody fucking with Mr. Beast.
He had like at that time he had about 500,000 followers, and all he did was upload video games. And now this motherfucker he got 16 today. He got probably 20 million followers now. But what I'm trying to say is that when you think about like that, like Shannon ain't even got there yet, but he's gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm telling you, man. Like we talked about, nigga, he need to get Trump on there, nigga.
Oh, he get Trump, he gonna break the internet again. Yeah.
If I was him, bro, if
He
I
might
was
not
him,
want to
people,
get
nigga,
Trump on there.
why not?
Yeah, I'll say why not?
I'm just saying he might not.
Nah, that would be.
I don't know.
Because ain't none of these other niggas shows gonna do it. Why wouldn't he? I'm just saying. I'm just saying if I work for him and was one of his people, I'm saying, listen, get him on here, man.
For real, I would too.
Do the motherfucking interview, nigga. Man, please. He'll go down in history, bro. He'll go down in fucking history. I mean, just to have him sit down right there on that couch, nigga.
He'll get them 16 million.
Listen, man. He'll be on the Joe Rogan level for sure. He'll be on that Joe Rogan level for sure.
Shit, that's how him and Chad Johnson linked up. They interview hit like 40-something million, you know what I'm saying? 30, 40-something million.
You see, I didn't really I didn't catch that like that.
That was a good interview.
Yeah. I seen parts of it, but not the whole thing. But
you know what I'm saying? And niggas looked and was like, nigga, we got something. Let's, you know what I'm saying?
But I seen all the other ones though, man, and I like their chemistry and shit, and I like what they doing. You know, they just go up and they put up a couple of topics and they talk about it. Just
they raw on that show, nigga. Like, hey man, Shannon be saying some crazy shit. Like,
no, my boy got 13.5
million.
Would you say, Mark?
My dude, I was telling him about he got 13.5 million subscribers.
Okay. What you say, Jax?
I said, no, that show it's raw though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they don't follow no PC format or none of that shit. Like
because he figured out how you supposed to do it. He doing it. That show is more in the tradition of a podcast. The other one is like a pre-show. That's just gonna get picked up by a network. He gonna get the big check when that comes. You know what I'm saying? As far as him and Chad, that's traditional. Like, at least that's how I kind of look at it. And I could see Club Shay Shay getting picked up by like Showtime or HBO or something, paying him like 150 million or so. You know what I'm saying? To have his show on there on that type of platform. it's big things coming for Shannon Sharp. I can see it right now.
Massive.
Like you, Donald Trump is the movement. You put him on. Good. You ain't got. He don't get up there to agree with. He interviewing this motherfucker.
Yeah, you ain't got him on there to agree with him. You just got him
Right,
on
man.
there.
You
Bring
think
it
he gonna
on
drink with him? You think he gonna have a couple drinks?
I don't know. Maybe he would though, man. If man, listen, if that mean him getting back in the White House, he sure the fuck is. No, but I'm saying like, I mean, if I'm just Shannon Sharp just on some business shit though, man, I would be hitting his ass up like right now. I mean, he could do the Obama thing, but Obama ain't hot no more though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get this fool on here, bro.
And he ain't gonna give the right responses.
Nah, man, niggas
He ain't gonna get the right responses.
we already did Obama, bro. Like,
right.
That's cool.
Obama would get look. Don't make
it would be strong. It would be strong.
But if you get Donald Trump, you're finna break the internet again, and now all bets are off.
Does Obama beat Cat Williams numbers?
No.
Nope.
Because we didn't heard Obama, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, Obama is gonna get numbers, and it'll be like, "Whoa, that was cool." But nigga,
Obama's gonna pull it. Obama is a different audience, right? And that audience isn't on the level with those numbers. He could get those numbers in a different setting, but maybe not on Shannon Sharp because that's not necessarily.
Yeah, nigga's gonna be like, "Fuck you talking about, nigga? You already is the president, nigga. Get out of here."
I think Will Smith. I think Will Smith might help him break the internet again because Will Smith. Everybody want to know.
That's a good one.
Is you gay, nigga? And he gotta ask the question.
Shannon ain't gonna ask the question. He gonna ask the question. But they asking the question about him because Corey Holcomb show he got on and he was like, the reason why they won't have him on his show is because he done said something about the little stylist nigga that he always be at the games with. Who Shannon Sharp be with. Yeah. And so
who said that?
Corey Holcomb. He didn't say that on the show, man, talking about he always with the gay nigga, and the people been kind of say, what's up with that? Who Shannon been hanging out with? And Corey has talked about that. So they was talking to Corey about it on the 5150 show, and he's like, they won't have me on there for saying that, you know what I'm saying, for saying that. You know what I mean? He said everybody he said you done had like 3-4 comments on there that tell you that I'm in your top, that I'm in their top 5. Why I ain't been on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, or for real though, like, hey man, it's a trip, bro. But I seen if they show the pictures with Shannon, you know how they break down, they show pictures. It looks really, really weird, bro. It looks weird. But no, I mean, shout out to Shannon Sharp though. His shit go. But they was kind of questioning his sexuality or something. So I don't know. He said that's why they didn't have him on the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so I say it's Donald Trump, Will Smith. Give me a third one.
Yeah, Chris Rock to talk about the slap.
Ooh, that's a good one. Chris Rock.
Have them both on at the same time.
Oh, nigga, that wouldn't be able to handle. Oh, man.
Hey, now
Shannon wouldn't be able to handle that.
He said, now you're talking.
Yes, sir.
That nigga Chris Rock is gonna scratch you. I want to scratch you. He gonna scratch you. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, that would be craziness though. But yeah, you can have both of those guys on. But I think that they would do great numbers, but Will Smith would do better numbers.
So does Keith Murray just drink?
Huh?
Does Keith Murray just drink? Have you seen any of his recent interviews?
No, what you talking about?
Just watch some of his most recent interviews, bro. Yeah, my nigga's wilding, bro. Like,
hey, hold up, Keith Murray.
Keith Murray. Oh yeah, he's a fool. He wild. He wild as a wild boy. Yeah, he looked like he on something.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say what he on, man, because I don't know, man. But he on
I don't know
something.
either.
No, I don't give a fuck. I saw what I saw, and the nigga in the street, and we all know what niggas in the street be. Man,
When he was going,
right. That motherfucker, yeah, he on that shit. I know we don't want to.
He
I know
said
we
he
don't
on
want to
that
see him like
shit.
that, but he on that shit.
Nah, I'm fine. Man, people do what they do, bro. I don't, hey, good luck, man.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
but
saying?
I mean, we respect him as the MC and
But because remember when he was making all them weird videos, he still went to the what you call it and he performed and he did his thing, man. He got there.
so he just did an interview with Willie D. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
Willie D is trash, bro.
But listen. Keith Murray and Orlando Brown in an interview together. Oh, that's gold, bro.
Orlando Brown is fucking insane, bro.
Hey, Keith Murray ain't too far, bro. Listen,
I could not watch that, bro. I couldn't watch that because it's not going to be coherent. You know what I'm saying? You listen to these fucking niggas saying crazy shit. You know what I mean? With no point. You know what I'm talking about?
Crazy shit, bro.
What he
what
say?
you don't like about Willie D?
It's just boring to me, bro. I don't like his show. And he played himself when he tried to bring out the cat interview because it wasn't really groundbreaking. You know, Shannon already did that, bro. You did it before Shannon, but you didn't put the shit out because you were scared. And then once you seen what happened with Shannon's show, and Shannon blew up with Cat, he went ahead and said, "Fuck it, I'm putting my shit out." He put his shit out and it fucking went crazy. And Willie D, and his interview was weak though. It was just super weak though. I don't fuck with Willie D like that, bro. You know, I wasn't, I like the Ghetto Boys and everything, but he wasn't even tight to me though, bro. On Gangster Game, bro. Everybody be giving it up to him. That's cool, all that. But I fuck with Face, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
You don't like Willie D?
No. I ain't even gonna sit up here and try to make up a story and say when it was cool, bro. No, they never fucked with him. On Gangster Game.
Hey, everybody got their opinion. Some like Coke, some like Pepsi.
I grew up off them niggas, so.
I liked it. I didn't say that I didn't like.
But nigga, James and Tony, that's all them niggas listen to was the Ghetto Boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, nigga, I done had no choice. But
nigga, what? I heard.
You don't like Willie D sound?
No.
I was better than a motherfucker.
That nigga was a cold man. Listen, bro. So when he used to rap, though, I feel like, he could rap. I ain't saying he can't rap, but I thought he was weak. I just did not like his shit, bro. I like this Scarface, and I like Bushwick. Like I said, I could tolerate Willie D though, but he wasn't that tight to me though. You know,
I know what it. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
So he voice in his cadence is what it was.
Yeah, but because he had bars, like he had bars, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. I'm just saying, like, get out of here, bro. That sounds so weak, bro. It sounds weak. He just didn't. He didn't have no swag, bro. He needed to loosen up a little bit. I think he was too intense. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Shout out to Willie D, though. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, that nigga want to fight me for real though. Make me go low.
Y'all sound like that, but that'll be a good fight because both of y'all kind of cut from the same angry cloth.
Angry cloth.
The only thing Willie D got over me is fame, nigga. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? That nigga get all the work, bro. For real. If didn't nobody know who that nigga was, if he wasn't a Ghetto Boy nigga, and he was just up me and him, nigga, y'all gonna be like, fuck out of here.
Both of y'all niggas is dark, angry motherfuckers, boy. I tell you.
I'm not. What makes you think I'm angry, nigga?
God damn it, nigga! Come on, I know your ass.
I'm smiling.
I'm smiling now, but boy, all it takes is the wrong motherfucker to say the wrong shit to your ass, nigga. That broad get going and nigga.
Damn.
There's a few times I used to like, man, hold up, nigga, I ain't did shit to you. Like, no, nigga, these motherfuckers. What? I'm like, god damn.
Oh man,
that is the signature entry for He's about to express how he feels.
Right, exactly.
But Willie, you know, but I'll be down in the Houston area because I got people down there, so I got to be careful though. He ain't gonna like me when he see me down there at the spot, bro. Oh man, but yeah, though. Well, we're at the 2 hour and 44 minutes of the PDX Dope Live podcast. I want to thank everybody for joining us. And to my Portland folks out there, you guys stay safe. We are still iced
Please stay
out.
safe.
Stay safe. Make sure you get your goodies and get your food and everything packed up and get you some candles because they say it's still coming. Pause.
Yeah, about another 45 minutes on that game, fam, and we finna put a plug on him.
On who? What's happening?
Talk to Elijah.
And
now carry on.
And like that, ladies and gentlemen,
Squares live forever.
They do.
Right here, I ain't going nowhere. Got something to dance to for players and squares. Drugs and booze we share. The smell of weed, smoke and sex in the air. Come and play with me if you dare. It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen, women everywhere. We living it up until the clock stop. Rockin' hip hop, we go hard to the last shot. Or my body drop, playing it in the box. Alright, let me get something clear on top. Get busy, we're not